Good evening, everybody. Happy Bonfire Night. Happy Guy Fawkes Day. Happy nearly blown up Parliament Day. Probably wouldn't be a bad thing nowadays, would it? Get rid of some of them clowns. Should have blown the Houses of Parliament up and put up a tent for the clowns. I'm not into politics, but I know they're a joke. I hope everyone's all right. I've got a big thick jumper on because I'm down the shed and it's rainy and cold outside. But yeah, I hope everyone's okay. Let's see who's in. So we've got Chris in, indoor fireworks from the shed. Yeah, well, they had all the fireworks down here last week. And the big bonfire and that. Lucky enough, it wasn't raining then. Now it's just horrible out there. What they do is they do the Little Hampton one the week before, and then they do the big one at Lewis near Brighton the week after. So yeah, they've got the Lewis one tonight. So good luck. Good luck with that one. Hi, Mum. Hope you're well. We've got Tam and Belle in. Good evening. We have Sean in. How you doing? Tam and Belle saying hello. Sean saying hello. Tam and Belle saying hello. My mum. It's my mum. So we've only got my mum, Sean, and Tam and Belle in, and Chris. There's 23, and we're all right. We're all right. We've got 23 of you. Good evening, Chris. We've got Jane in. Good evening, Jane. I hope you're well. There might be a few people out at displays. I don't know. I wouldn't be going out with one tonight. Oh, look, who's this? This is a new name. Times with JR. I wonder who that could be. How you doing, Mr. Times with JR? Good evening, Sharon. Yeah, I'm sure you can work out who. Hello and welcome to the channel, JR. Yeah, Times with JR. Think about it. Think about it. Who do we know is JR? Reselling. Well, I'm not going to tell you. Evening, Jade, my darling. Hope you're well. Thanks, Tam. You. Welcome to the channel, JR. We know who it is. Good evening, Joan. Hope you're well. So, look, I had a haircut yesterday, and I think he went a bit too mad. He had the sniffles and that, so I think he was sort of trying to rush it to get it cut, and he didn't leave me a lot to get on with. Really, he's gone a bit mad. Everyone's saying hello, which we always do on this channel. It's lovely. Happy haircut day. Yeah, no, I got my haircut yesterday. I nearly died of shock when he told me the price as well. Like, it's gone up for me and my son. Usually you expect it to go up like £1 each or £2 each, but it went up a whole £5, which is small in the grand scheme of things. When you think my wife's hair's like about 70 or 80 quid, I always worry about 15 quid for mine. Just get the old garden trimmers out, get the lawnmower out. Good evening, Chris and Adina. Good to see you. Okay, yeah, okay. I think the hairdresser's given me sniffles though. I've just got over the other thing, and now I've got some sniffles. But it might just be because it's wet and rainy and miserable outside, or it may be the curry that I've just eaten. The wife actually bought a takeaway, which was a shock. Good evening, UK reseller. I do know your name, and I can't think what it is. Can you remind me of your name? Sure, I watched you do a live earlier. If not, it's a very similar name. Sean, Sharon, hiya. I've got Mandy in. Good evening, Mandy. Hope you're well. I'm well, Joan. Everyone's saying hello. Oh, we'll get through it tonight. Porky's in. Good evening, Porky. Hope you're well, mate. Hope all is good and your selling's going all right. Good evening, Ian. Good to see you. See, look, how did you know? How did you know? We had this conversation not 2 hours ago. Well, probably 2.5 hours ago. We had the same conversation as that. So you obviously know. You are in the loop. Bit frosty here. The moon is shining. Yeah, it was so cold last night. It's just drizzly at the minute. It's horrible. It's definitely colder than normal, and I got rid of my heater in here as well. So we are jumping up. He knows. Oh yeah. Everybody knows. Even though you wonderful specimens of genetic superiority, I feel blessed to be amongst you all. Thank you, Sean. It's very nice of you to say so. Good evening, Anya. How's the move going, or the potential move? I hope it's all going all right. Everyone's saying hello, which is nice. Your hair grows. I know. That's the problem. That's probably the good thing about getting it so short, is it grows so quick and it just gets thicker every time I have it cut. Like my brain gets thicker every time. Good evening, Becky. Hope you're well. Hope Patch is good. Hair's not that bad, Richard, but it does look like you sprayed it on from a can. I did. Everyone's saying hello. I cut my own number 2 all round. I used to cut my own hair, actually. There's a video. I have got a video, obviously, of me cutting my own hair. Took me about 45 minutes, I think, and I blended it all in and everything. God knows how I used to. I wouldn't be able to do it anymore. I used to do it for years, cut my own hair and do the fade and the blend and everything. It always come out all right. Good evening, Phil. Hope you're well, mate. Had COVID jab this morning, flu jab this afternoon, both in the same arm. Not feeling too bad. I had my booster jab, let's say, about a week and a bit before I actually went down with the dreaded C19. Yeah, it wasn't good. I've got my flu jab booked for, I think, next Saturday. I've got my flu jab at the walk-in clinic, so that's all right. Mum's asking if the kids are okay. Evening, Graz. Hope you're all right, mate. Hope everything's good. Colin, course it is. Course it is. And I do know your wife as well. I know your wife's on there because she said about Colin. Oh, God, I'm so rubbish with names. Well, actually, I'm not rubbish with names, but like when we get quite a few people in, it gets a bit hard to remember. Tommy, how you doing, mate? Christ, I'm moving to England. My wife spends $240 every time she steps in the salon. I hope she has a happy ending. Yeah. 80. It used to be she used to go to one place and it used to cost her 105 or 110 quid, which I don't know what that is in dollars. Yeah, but now it's sort of 70, 80 quid. She goes to my stepdaughter's salon. So one of her girls does it in there, which is good. Good to see you, Tommy. Everyone knows Mama Pat. Good evening. What's the story behind the Tutankhamun picture? I bought it from a charity shop, so it's going on eBay. It's going to get listed. It's a nice big photo. It's a big old frame, but it's a nice one. It's on papyrus. Is it papyrus or whatever they call it? But it's like it's got the blue and all that's got glitter in it. It's really nice, but it is on papyrus paper. But it's really nice. I just put it there because of the Halloween party last week, and the sarcophagus there, and the mummy spear. So it was just all a bit of set decorating for the Halloween party we had last week. Soon be decorating for the Christmas one. That's unbelievable how quick that's come round. Unbelievable. Good evening, Lindsay and Alvin. Good to see ya. First time for us chatting on one of your lives. Well, welcome and good to see ya. Krillin says hi. I did see Krillin the other day in, whose was it? I think it might have been Chris's afternoon one. He's listing in the afternoon, Chris Hayden. I'm sure Rob was in there. Evening Times with JR. Good to see you are being creative with the name. I expect Bad Times with JR to be the title of at least one vid. Dogging with JR. Tommy needs a haircut. Good evening, Joel. Good to see you. Welcome. We like a new name on this channel, so welcome. I'm sure everybody will say hello. You got one, Chris, a week or two ago. Oh, Krillin. Thank God for that. He was starting to look a bit scary with that long hair that he had. Lindsay and Alvin, say hello to my mum. I'm waiting for sexy times with with JR. Yep. There you go. Everyone's saying hello. Evening, Stu. Good to see you, mate, on this fine Saturday. You're not out watching the fireworks and the bonfires wherever you are. So the first time I saw him was on Jake's live. God, I can't even remember the first time I saw Rob's on whose channel I saw him on. It might have been Chris's. Feeling knackered. Yeah, I know the feeling. I feel knackered all the time. Are we doing sparklers? Good evening, Maggie. No sparklers in here. No, I can't have them in here. I'll burn myself to a crisp. I think last year we went over to my mate's house and had a fire pit and that after the thing and did a few sparklers, but we didn't. I used to like doing, like when my kids were small, I used to do like buy bloody loads of fireworks and set them off in the garden, like do our own little display, which was nice. But he looks 30 pounds lighter. Both my jabs, no issues, both at the same time. You're just too hardcore for me because I felt pants for 2 days after I had that last booster. But then I don't know. There you go. There's Helen, and I'm sure Helen is UK resellers, Collins' other half. I'm sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure Helen is Collins' other half, UK reseller. Everyone's saying hello. So, who has been out to or has had fireworks, or is there a display going on, or is the weather too rubbish where you are? I say it's horrible here, just really horrible. Yeah, I haven't seen Krillin on anyone's live for a while though. Continuing getting my books packed, round stuff around. Well, to be fair, £100 is probably $1,000. I'm moving to America then if that's the case, because the pound is not worth anything. It's not even worth £1. Hello, everyone in the chat. Good evening, Alvin. £100 will be $80 the way it's going. It's a lot of money. Say, I've made about £15 for my haircut. Fireworks live streams on YouTube, more interesting than TV. Thank you, Philip. Another new name I haven't seen before, I'm sure. Welcome. Glad to see you. Fireworks live streams. Yeah, and you don't get wet. So I'd much rather watch watch things from indoors. Plus, don't go home smelling of smoke. So I went to we did go to a Littlehampton one last week though. It's always decent. Countries are racing for the bottom. Yeah, I think you're right. Photoing, so around but not following chat, but listening on the TV. That's all good, Helen. Thank you. Sean's saying I'm also feeling a bit under the weather. Watched a few old Night's Life vids to cheer myself up earlier. Now that was a mistake. I understand how someone can be driven to self-harming now. Thanks, Sean. They're not that bad. I did put up a couple of shorts though, because someone was saying that shorts help your channel. So I thought, oh, I'll do a couple of clips. So yeah, yeah, I snipped a bit of the edit that Max done on the Christmas jokes last year, and put a little snippet up from the Halloween thing where I didn't even notice James slipping in the monkey mask. Question for any Hampshire peeps: any of you head of the mercantile flea in Bittern? I don't even know what that is, Anya. For any Hampshire peeps, any of you head of the mercantile flea? Is that a flea market in Bittern? I don't know. Yes, but don't like it. There you go. Helen doesn't like it. Oh, heard of. Yeah, heard of the mercantile flea in Bittern. There you go. So Helen doesn't like it. Robin's Nest is better. There you go. Good. Thank you very much. I hope you're good. I guess Krillin will be lurking. I haven't seen him when I've been on for a while now. If anyone is having a bonfire tonight, then please do check the bottom of the wood pile for hedgehogs. Definitely. You'll find they cook much quicker if placed near the top. Oh, these days everyone is in the entertainment on YouTube with fireworks. Yeah. It's all good. You might as well let someone else go and stand in the cold, and you can still watch it. Oh dear, Stu is funny. So is Sean. Anyone else that's talking to Sean? Anyone else wonder what that object looks like? A turd in a bag above the picture is. What? Oh, yes, that thing. That's the head. I covered up the severed head from the Halloween thing. It's got proper beard and eyebrows and all that. So like, I thought I'd cover it up because it's no longer Halloween. I've just got to find somewhere else to put it. The next decoration is like getting out the Christmas stuff and decorating it up for the Christmas lives and stuff. How come you don't like the mercantile flea? I am indeed Colin's wife of 28 years. There you go. For me personally, it's too big, too expensive and no atmosphere, but I think that's mainly because it's fairly new. Yeah. There was a huge display near place. I could lean out the window and watch, but then I would miss this riveting content. Lovely. Well, if you leant your head out of a window down here, it'd get wet because it's absolutely horrible. I don't think the fireworks would go off properly in this weather anyway. They would have cancelled it. Krillin has his own show every Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Rich, if you are up late. What's that our time? That's about 5, is it? No. About 2 a.m., is it? 2 a.m. over here? I'll have to have a look. 7 p.m. East. Krillin does his own show. Wow. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look for that one. Just to clarify, it's Lindsay on this account now. Alvin is on his own, just in case anyone was confused. No, I wasn't confused. I knew Alvin was doing his own thing there. Moving stuff around was meant to say. No worries. That's a life sentence. Shorts, live streams, and videos are now separate, so why not? Yeah, I just thought I'd put a couple on. I want to start putting more proper content on, but I thought I'd just try out the snipping the longer videos and just see how it worked out. Seem to get more thumbs down though. You seem to get more thumbs down on the shorts for some reason. It's probably because it's put out to people that aren't subscribed to you, maybe. You need to take your dog for a walk live. That'll boost your subs. Take my dogs for a walk live. Maybe. I think I've done that before though. I think I've took them. I've still got to start doing the old mooch again. People used to like the monthly mooch. So I've just got to find somewhere interesting to go and mooch. 2 miles from me. There you go. Also, Southampton way, is it? Never heard of it. We're in Portsmouth and Bittern, more near to Southampton. There you go. So that's probably why we haven't heard of it. There's a lot of you guys that are down sort of Portsmouth, Southampton way. Sean saying, do I bother to travel to Chiswick Car Boot in the morning knowing it's going to piss down and there will only be about 30 cars, but it's on and only 20 minutes away? I'd go. What have you got to lose, Sean? Eh? You'll only be in the flat pulling yourself silly otherwise. Get out and give your eyesight a rest. Any answer? Of course you bloody do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Should check out Anya's Acquisitions bookcase pitch. I think I saw that actually. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that you got like a little a pitch in a place now. Yeah, she'll get some bargains, definitely. I've never been to Chiswick. I keep looking at Chiswick auctions online. They've got some decent stuff in there, so I've been looking at that. Quillian is never on Andrew's channel now either. No, I haven't seen him on Andrew's for ages. He always used to be on there. Evening, Lee. Good to see you, mate. I saw your thing about the Porsche and the tyres. You've got to change them when they're 6 years old or something. Evening, all. Hope you're well. I won't be in chat much. Cooking lamb stir fry. Nice. Oh, bless me. Bless me. Good evening, New England Thrifter. Good to see you. Another new name. Thank you very much for popping in. Hi, Lee Cola Flipper. There you go, New England Thrifter. Everyone say hello. Sharon, he's a dingbat, but he's my dingbat. My wife calls me something else. It's not dingbat. It's just not that nice. 11 p.m. until you set the clocks back. Then 12 on Flipping Goodies. Oh, he's on someone else's channel. Flipping Goodies. I'll have a look at that one. Good evening, James and Sarah. Nice to see you. Sarah was on the Halloween live last week. So thank you for coming on, Red Riding Hood. And there was an appearance from James as well. He did come on because someone paid a tenner to the charity to see James come on screen. So that was good. I think it was Santa. So thank you, Santa. Thank you, James. And thank you, Sarah. And everyone else that got involved last week. Good evening, Rich. I'm okay, mate. Yep. I've had my ears lowered. But apart from that, all good. Bit of a weird question, but do you have any cool scripts or props from EastEnders? I haven't got any call sheets or scripts. Props. I'm sure I've had something. I'm sure I had one of the postman's bags off of it. The Royal Mail postman bag off of it. I might have it somewhere. Not sure. But I did go to school with someone that went on EastEnders. Beppe DeMarco. Hey, Beppe. I'm still mates with him, Michael. He's just gone to do the series. What's that one? Oh God. What's that one where they have the different districts fighting? You got Caithness and all that. He's just gone on the new series of that. what's it called? Someone will tell me in a minute. Have you Krillin's link, Tommy? Salmon Bell. Everyone's saying hello. Good evening, Neil. Glad to see you back, mate. Glad to see you back on the scene. Evening, folks. Watching whilst making soup. Everyone's cooking tonight. Might have to do a Saturday night cooking show one evening. Good evening, Max. How you doing, mate? Easy all. I've been tuned in since the beginning, but was driving, so just got home ski. Max has been climbing mountains, and I thought there was 5 of them that went, and I said to him, "Oh, did you go with like a professional climb team?" Because he said it was so dangerous. No, they just decided they was going to go and climb a mountain in Wales. So yeah. So next time they go, I'm doing it as well. Everyone's saying hello still. A lot of South Coast peeps. Yeah, there is a lot of South Coast peeps. Yep, I'm in Little Hampton myself. So if anyone's sort of in or around the area, I know Paul and Marie, Emsden UK are Southampton. I know that some of you guys are I think Lindsay and Alvin are Portsmouth way. Yeah, there's a few in from the South Coast. All good, mate. All good. Everyone's saying hello to Max. Got to return tonight on a £10 dress as they think there's thread on it that was done at home. Some people. Sub to our more wholesome version of the Crankies. Loads of plush, but no wild sex swinging scandals. Tam and Bell Cell. There you go. Go and go and subscribe to Tam and Bell. They are great. They're a lovely couple, and also Bell's got her own channel as well. Bell's Craft Corner. Bell's Corner. Bell's Corner. Oh dear! I had an offer tonight on I bought these pilots shirts, brand new pilots shirts, proper pilot shirts, and it was on for $14.95. I sent someone an offer with 26 point something % off. I sent an offer of £11, so knocked nearly £4 off, and they sent me a counter offer for £3.50. So needless to say, I declined. But I've got something good on eBay at the minute, but believe it or not, let me see if I can find it so I can show you. Where is it? It's somewhere here. I'll find it in a minute. I've got a call sheet, a 1-page call sheet with a tiny bit of the curtain from the theatre in Phantom of the Opera, the Gerard Butler one. My mate worked on it and he gave me a load of curtain, and I found a little square of curtain, so I put that with the call sheet. Listed it yesterday. It had a £10 bid within an hour, and now there's been a little bit of a bidding war tonight. It's up to £56, so that's nice. But yeah, my £3.50 offer for a brand new pilot shirt that I've got on for 15. So it's like, no, you're right, thanks. You're okay, thank you. Everyone's still saying hello, which is lovely. Good evening, Mr. Tammy. I hope you're well, mate. All good, thank you. Hi, hello, and good evening. I did send you a message on Instagram, Max. You built my hopes up then. Has anyone picked anything decent up this week or sold anything good? Thank you very much. That goes to show how far back I am, where Chris and Adina have said, bless you. Shows how far back I am. There you go. Sound like, good evening, Chris. Good to see you, mate. Can never find Chiswick on the sat nav. That's because you got to look for Chiswick, mate. You got to look for Chiswick. Did someone say Maximus and Co is alive? I thought he was being turned into candles by Eastern European gangsters by now. No, he's been mountain climbing. going up dodgy mountains. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Kath. Trying to get the dogs to ignore the fireworks. I know. I can hear a few going off, but I say they had the big display down here last week. So, Max, I might have bought what I messaged you about today. Yep. Yep. I know what it is. But I won't tell you because, like, I don't want to spoil it for him. Because, you know, when he comes back and smashes YouTube out the park, which he's going to do. Good evening, Jeanette. I hope you're well. Did you receive your mug from Brumry Cellar that you won? Did you win it? Did you? I know you won it. Did you receive it? You can just let us know. I haven't spoken to John since I gave him your address. Good evening, folks. Popping in for a bit from my sick bed. Welcome, Jilly, from your sick bed. I hope you'll feel better soon. Yeah, get well soon. Get a nice hot water bottle, a nice hot honey and lemon drink, and you'll be fine. Stick a bit of whiskey in it. Have a little hot toddy. Not that I like whiskey. I used to. Don't like it anymore. I haven't even had any gin for a few weeks. Just on Pepsi Max at the minute. That's it. Evening, Cola Flipper. I'm enjoying your report back on your money pit motor. Keep the updaters coming. I want to see the Cola Cabana finished. Oh, that bloody! I don't know why I just don't turn it off when I'm doing this. Good evening, everyone's saying good evening. Thank you for my. Oh, there you go. You have got it. Thank you very much for letting me know. Thank you for my Brum Reseller mug. I'm so jealous. I wanted that. I said to John, let me have one. He says, well, if I give you one, it's not frurch. You know, it's free merch that you got to win. So I haven't even got one. I can't even get one out of John. Hope you feel better soon, Jilly. Yep, definitely. Yep, tyres are old. Loads of tread left, but the rubber has started to disintegrate. Well, don't want to be driving about like that, mate. Your safety's more important, even if they're decent tread. If your tyres are over 6 years old, inspect the sidewalls for cracking at least quarterly. Might save your life. 100%. 100%. And if you're going on a long journey, check the tyre pressures as well. That's the thing I do every time. Check the oil, check the water, and check the tyre pressures, because everyone forgets about. Some people don't even think about the tyre pressures, but you need to. You need to. Last thing you want is having a blowout on a tyre. And I would hate that to happen to any of you. Yeah, definitely feel better soon. Good old Beppe DeMarco. Yeah, when I was at my what was it? My first, not my first school, but I moved to Tabworth, and I went to a school there called Merlin Rise, and I was there with a girl. Her name was Joanne Boakes, and she was Anita in Grange Hill. Yeah, she was in Grange Hill. I think she used to go around with Rowerland, and then I went to my sort of high school, secondary school, and I was there with Beppe. Game of Thrones. Is it the Game of? Yeah. No. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Is it the Game of Thrones prequel? It might be it might be the Game of Thrones prequel that he's on. Yeah, it might be. It might not be the other thing. It could be, Kath. It could well be. No, me. I'll be wrong. Any word on Global Thrifters? Jack and Emily haven't been on for months. I think they put little things up on. I've got Jack on Facebook, so I've seen him put photos of him, Emily, and the baby up. I think I'm sure I saw a story from them on Instagram not so long ago. So they are still about, but YouTube they just haven't done for a while. I just think they're so busy with the baby and still trying to earn money to pay the mortgage. Yeah, sort of all happened from at once. They moved into their new place and obviously had a baby almost straight away. So Height going. Height goes missing for longer than Shergar, but he's a flawed genius in need of some love. Sub here for bearded goodness. Maximus and Co. Yes, we love Max. I'm not even going to say that I love his editing because it drives him mad, but I do love his editing. Oh, Jilly, you're making me look bad now. I couldn't get all the names out in time. Talking of the bearded wonder.
Boom, shakalaka.
Boom, shakalak. He's back from the mountain.
Oh, mate, I ain't even had a shower, mate. I'll stink.
Oh, I was going to say you smell a bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I could smell something when I let you in the stream.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even realise it was in the stream. I might have accidentally pressed that because I wasn't ready. I just quickly muted it. As soon as I see you on the screen there, because I was just watching on my phone, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, and then boom, I'm in the room. I'm alive. I'm alive. Barely.
How are you?
No,
How are you?
I'm actually drained, exhausted.
What, you at your sister's?
No, I'm home, mate. I'm home.
Oh, you're home?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm gonna.
What's that? Is that? Oh, it's the living room. That's not the new room.
This is the new room.
Oh, it is the new room.
It is. It's just turned into the laundry room, mate. This is what happens. You get a new space. What do? You fill
and
it
it gets
crap.
invaded.
You just yeah. Anything that I put in it is tat. It's rubbish. It's got to go. And then Sarah comes back from Lidl or wherever it was with this contraption. It's like a cross section.
Era.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. It was huge. So yeah, that's there. I'm here. But yeah, it's been turned upside down. But I couldn't give a crap. I'm literally done, mate. When you phoned up, when I spoke to you earlier, we was all like, literally. You did bring a bit of life back in the car because you can remember back the first 2-3 minutes of that call. It was just me and you talking.
Yeah.
My brother was asleep on the back seats. Leon's driving, like barely staying awake. Like he's like, we're just all done because we've just spent the whole day doing this new thing that I'll tell you about if you want to hear about it. But
yeah, definitely.
We was done, and then you phoned, and the minute you phoned, 2 minutes later, they come alive, and the car just turned into like the noisiest place ever. I'm like, Rich, can't hear a word you're saying, mate. I'm gonna have to speak to you later.
That always happens when I turn up. People get loud and rowdy.
I don't know where we were. Was that still on the M25? I'm sure.
We've had a takeaway. It was lovely.
But it weren't
so since everybody last saw you, you've been up mountains.
Oh yeah, and that. Yeah, I heard you mention that earlier, actually. And I am not going to lie. I swear, it wasn't until I got back. I think I told you this, Rich. It weren't until I got back, or on the way back. It was on the way back from Wales. So I had the advantage that Kev offered to drive half the way. So 2 hours in the morning, I drove.
Yeah.
Kev came over at the halfway point. Another 2.5 hours or 2 hours, whatever it was. But yeah, on the way back, it was the same. He done the first.
Hello, Dave.
And I'm sitting in the back watching these clips of what we captured on the GoPro. The clips we couldn't get it all because it was that long.
Yeah.
Factories and stuff. But I'm watching these clips, and it suddenly hit me what we had done, and I'm like, the anxiety that I started to feel. I'm sitting in the back of this van, like hands on my head, having to look away from the screen, thinking I've got kids. I've got a wife, I've got a family, I've got a big family. Like, what the hell did we just do? But the thing is, it wasn't never meant to be as bad as what it was. That's the thing. It's meant to be like quite an easy thing to do. But when I say that, the weather can change like that at the click of a finger, it can. Literally, I've seen it happen. It happened.
And was an injury. Was there injuries?
Oh man, yeah. Well, Kev was injured before we left. That's just schoolboy error. He should never have come. Like the thing is,
Evening, Gary.
So he felt like he had a duty to take us on this hike, if you like, this scramble. It was meant to be nothing more than a scramble. Oh man! And then my uncle, ex-army, he's a paramedic, ex-paramedic. He's now a doctor. Like,
James, all right. James is stirring. Because I kept joking about saying, "Oh, I haven't seen Dave ABL for ages. He must have fallen out of me, and that he must not like me anymore, and all this." And you got a bit worried, and now James is saying, "Now then, Dave, why are you here? You fell out with Richard."
Yeah, I thought that was the thing. I did. So when I was talking to Dave, he was he didn't have didn't seem
didn't have a nice word to say about me.
No, that's when I got to the pinnacle of the mountain because that's when I had signal for the 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
that's mad.
Something, mate. It's something that looking back, we never should have done it. because we had the signs, we had the injuries, we had the things that was going on that just didn't make things feel like it should have been happening anyway. But I do want to go back there in the summer.
And you're going to sleep there?
Mountain, yeah, sleep on the mountain. And you are coming, Rich. I heard
I'm coming.
on the stream. I heard it earlier.
Yeah, it's it. I'll definitely come. Jade's saying she's just watched Dave's latest video. Everyone's saying like Dave.
I'm not going to lie. I feel because of the mountain, we haven't really rested. Jack's in the same position, my brother, because he came as well. But since that weekend, last weekend, just been straight back to work. We had a program out with students that are learning the English language, and they're from all over the world. They've got literally about 35 different countries within one classroom. And we've had them out on activities. So we went straight from the mountain. We had 1 day sort of rest, if you like, and then we're back out at work, which is at some activity centre, a couple of hour and a half away.
Yeah.
A couple of days there, then back in the college. And then when we get back to work, they say, right, we've got this thing that we're looking to venture into, and it is amazing. And it's already out there. People are doing it, but it's bungees and working out, right? So for people like me that hate working out, people like yourself that might be sitting there listening that don't like working out.
Hang on a minute. What do you mean people like what, me? Because I'm fat.
I'm talking to you, really, not the audience. I'm talking to you.
Because I'm fat.
I had to spread it because it is, Rich, let's just be real.
Is it because I is fat?
I'm just lucky. I've got a really good metabolism. And when
I wish I did have.
Yeah, and peanut butter, I think's the one as well. I ain't had it for a while, but that's like a laxative, man. Just start eating peanut butter. Unless you've got a nut allergy. Don't do it then.
Yeah. Don't do it if you've got a peanut allergy. Don't do it. It's not good.
Yeah, so we've been doing on Thursday. We went to a gym in Hitchin. It's a wicked gym actually. I've been there a couple of times. One on a staffing event.
How far's Hitchin from you then?
20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Is that all?
Yeah, on a good day.
You must be about 2 hours and 45 from me.
Where we were today, we was in Esher in London.
Esher's.
I've never heard of the place.
Yeah, Esher's like loads of money around there.
You're not lying.
They're massive. They are massive houses, like million. That's where all the £1 million. Actually, Esher's where a lot of the footballers live. All the Chelsea footballers live in there. And it's nice. It's nice around that way. It's sort of 10 minutes away from where I used to live. It's about, for me to get to Esher, hour and 15 minutes probably.
I think this morning it took us hour 48, hour 38 or something like that. But we didn't leave at the time that we were supposed to leave. If we was on the road by 8, it'd have been about an hour 10, hour 20.
That's not bad.
You can check different times on Waze. If anyone uses Waze, shout out the Waze users. Google Maps, you can go and do one. Right? They're shit.
Yeah, I like Google Maps.
No, Rich, you're like my brother. Don't be that guy, man.
Waze is all right. I used to use Waze, but I just like Google Maps. I just do.
Rich, does Google Maps tell you when there's traffic? I don't it might do, but
Google Maps do.
But is it as fast as Waze? Can you? Or not just traffic. It's like, what is it?
I know you can, and you can do it on Google Maps as well. You can put like if there's a like a portable speed camera and all that, and like the vans.
But on Google Maps,
no, I'm gutted because I've had to spend £100 this week paying off a bloody speeding fine because every time I get a ticket, it's when I'm working for that blooming transport company.
Yeah,
I always get a ticket.
Today, big vans and stuff can only go 50 and a 60, can't they?
No, this is how I got caught, right? This is how I got done because I thought dual carriageways in your car, you can do 70. So I thought you can do 70. I was in the right lane overtaking some numpty on the left and they reckon I was clocked at 76. I don't believe that van can even go 76. But vans are only allowed to do 60 on a dual carriageway, commercial vehicles. Only 60.
Yes, some guy told me the other day that at the activity centre, one of the builders, he was doing all the footings and stuff for these new bits of the park that he's building. And because I went in the van, he come over to have a look, and he was telling me about the 50. He was telling me it was 50 because he got caught a couple of times, but he was on a mobile speed camera. I suppose it could have been a different road.
This was a mobile speed camera. It got me at 76, it reckons. But
I should be all right because I got the windows. No. Listen, see what he said to me, and I'm going to look into it. I will look into it myself. But he said because mine's got the two side windows,
Yeah, it's
camper
not.
van.
It's not a
It is built
commercial.
as a camper van, so
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
actually a
No, no,
van.
no, no. Yours should be all right. But like mine was like a refrigerated van, so there was no way I could get away with it. Sean's just saying, as an internet sensation like a reselling Gemma Collins, is rather keen on chatting to us lot. Follow to see when desperation kicks in and the OnlyFans launches. There's
Sorry,
my
you're on.
YouTube
Sorry,
channel.
you missed it, Sean. You missed it. If you're not on Rich's OnlyFans by now,
I
don't
know
know.
you're missing out.
They call
Uh,
themselves supporters, Rich, and they're not even on your OnlyFans yet.
I
Shame
know,
on you.
I
I'll put the
know.
link in the chat
Do you know?
now.
Do you know what I did do today? I went on to Instagram and I was going to change my name, but like Night's Life's taken, Night.life is taken. So I've just kept it as Richie Rich Star, but it's Richie Rich Star _ Night's Life. So at least like people can connect it with me now. Oh, JR saying he picked up a large red thing.
I've just literally seen that there's been loads of messages from Mr. JR himself on Instagram. I never really go on Instagram no
You
more.
know why? Because like
Just
he's joined your crew, hasn't he? He's joined your gang. That's
he's
why.
got the van. He's got it. I know he's got it. I know
He
he's
wants
got
to
it.
be in your gang, your gang, your gang. He wants to be in your gang.
Hey,
Oh
Rich,
yeah.
all I will say is I've had that van 2 years, and that trip to Wales was the first trip we'd ever done in the van. So that was that had been christened the van. That was its like whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
5 men, if you like, although man childs, if you like, because we are all
Big, large children.
yeah. And yeah, all we had was their massive backpacks and obviously the bivvies, the sheets that we slept under, and
Yeah.
it was rammed, but it got
Yeah, you
christened.
didn't even have a tent or like
We
a
didn't sleep in
proper
the van. No, yeah, there
sleeping
wasn't any
stuff and didn't
tents.
sleep in the van.
We
Like a
didn't sleep
plastic
in the van.
sheet.
We wanted to go survival, Rich.
Oh,
That's what we
you are hardcore, mate. There's no way I'm
were.
going with you and sleeping under a plastic sheet. I'm sorry, but
I've
it's
never
not.
done it before. I've camped out many a times and without
Well,
tents.
if you was homeless, you'd be doing it. But that's the only way you'd get ever near to sleeping. How you did if you was homeless.
All I'm saying is I had a good 7 hours. Although I woke up with rain pouring on my face, it weren't too bad. It's like having a
Oh,
shower.
lovely, lovely. Can't beat that. Being out in the cold and the rain. Oh, lovely.
The thing that got me was that my little toe. So the injuries I
Oh,
sustained,
Orlando.
like, was my left foot, my little toe. It was that sore. For the last 2 hours of the climb down, it was that sore. It felt like it was going to fall off. And then my ankle on my right foot, I don't know how I knocked it. I may have knocked it when the adrenaline kicked in and we're like scrambling across this mountain in like storm type weather. Can't see because it's foggy everywhere. Could have happened there. But I didn't feel anything until the last hour when we see the White House. If you've done like Snowdonia and all that sort of stuff, because I think it's part of it's part of Snowdonia. It's Crib Gock. It's like this 3 pinnacles on this. It's insane, but it's a scramble one. I found this out the night before having a number 2, just sitting there. And I thought I'm going to have a little look at this place because I didn't do any research. They kept sending videos on this little chat.
As you do.
It's been planned for about 5-6 months, and all these videos were going on the group chat, and I've not entertained one of them until the night before and the morning of 2 o'clock in the morning when we left. So 20 minutes before, I'm just looking and doing a bit of research. It's like it's a scrambling one, which I believe
No, the
is
mouse has
quite an easy
returned.
scramble. It's quite easy, but then it says it's the highest exposure on those sort of mountains. You're exposed once you're up there. That's it. You're out. There's no hiding. It's a little bit you can take shield and stuff, but the exposure levels are flipping high. But then they said if it's windy, that can add another gradient or another 1 or 2, whatever it is. It'll go up to a 2 or a 3. I don't know, but it'll change to the danger side, if you like, and it'll just takes it from that 1 being fairly straightforward, because you see people doing it that look like they don't do any exercise and they're fairly old. But yeah, man, when the weather changes, don't do that shit. There's a reason we was the only ones up there, apart from 2 other lads. So we're walking there. We've just started. It's taken us about 45 minutes just to get to the bottom of this mountain because we had to park about 2 miles away. Got a ticket, and these 2 younger lads, probably my brother's age. One of them's got a backpack. One of them, they just start bopping past us on this pig track they call it, and they go past and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing, lads?" And we tell them, "We're like, we're doing Crib Gock." And they're like, "Oh, was thinking about it, but the weather. Do you not think it's a bit too windy?" And then my uncle pipes up and it's like, "Well, there's no better day than today." And they was like, "Yeah, do you reckon? Are you going up there?" We're like, "Yeah, we're going up there." They go off, and then because we had a couple of things happen early on, and we had to stop
Yep.
a few times. We look up and we see them like on the first pinnacle within an hour, and we're like, bloody hell! Look how high they are. It's insane. So they're the only other two that went up there that day, because when we come down, all the other people that was just doing the pig walk that would get to the bit where you take the photographs,
Yeah.
families and elders and stuff, to go to this flat point that's at the bottom of the
Mm.
first pinnacle, which was like almost like the start of the journey for us. When we got to the bit where there was when we got to the bit where there was people, it was like we've just got off that planet. Right now we're back on Earth, but at least there's other people here. We're safe.
Yeah.
It was literally one of them things where we are lucky, genuinely. Like now I'm sitting here and I look back at the footage, we're lucky to be alive, like 100%.
Yeah.
So I can laugh
Do
about it.
you not have a drone that you could have took up with you?
Yeah, it's too windy. Jack had it with him the whole time and
Oh,
carried it on
really?
his backpack. We got some footage at the beginning. It was sunny skies, blue skies. It was beautiful. It was like the side of a flipping Evian bottle. Like literally, I said I've never seen anything this beautiful
Yeah.
in person, like as a landscape. It was absolutely mental. So we're going to Scotland next, Rich. We're going to Ben Nevis or whatever it is. But
Oh, yeah.
the weather was beautiful when we started, although a little bit windy halfway up. It literally just changed. When we see the clouds drop below us in a matter of seconds, we looked round, and then if you didn't hold on to something, you was getting blown off. Like literally, the power of the wind was insane. It was crazy. But then there's only one thought, is to get down. So you need to go down, but you can't go the way that you came, because that would be too dangerous. We had to go, just continue the route. It was
That's mad.
it wasn't scary at the time. That's what I mean. When you're there,
it's only after when you think about it, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I'll go to bed now. I'm not even joking. I'll shut my eyes, and I can still flipping see us crawling along the top.
Having nightmares. No, I don't always have a letter of authenticity when selling. Sometimes I've got COAs with stuff, but like I always say, they're not worth the paper they're written on anyway. And a lot of people all around the world buy film props off of me and have known me for years, so they never really ask for one. But I'll always write a letter if someone buys something off me, just as a bit of authenticity. I've got a T-shirt and a signed poster. Not bragging. Oh, there you go. Look, oh yeah, he's talking about Brum Reseller. Did you get your ducks from the duck race, Nespresso, Jeanette? Got new tyres Monday and a winter service. Skint now. Not surprised. I think I've got my
MOT. Has James gone for on his van? James, is he still in the chat?
Yeah, there he is. Look, there he is.
Yeah, because mine came slammed. I don't like it. I mean, for some people, they enjoy that slammed look on a car. It's not me. And if I've got a van, I want to be able to take it off road if I have to. I'm ready for the apocalypse at that point. Do you know what I mean? I can go anywhere I want. But the way it is at the minute, I've got the mechanic last time he had it, to heighten it to the full height that we can on the springs that are on. And I'm still just getting over standard size curbs, which is not on. And they're like low profile tyres. So if I go on a field, I've not done it yet, but if I do go on a field at some point, I'm spinning. I'm not really going to get anywhere. So I want to get it heightened. I'm going to get the original springs put back on, and I'm going to get them knobbly wheels, them off-road.
Yeah, the proper off-road tyres. Oh, Dave's got a lie-in tomorrow. Looks like his boot sale's been cancelled. The best channel ever with 0 videos. Trust me, you don't want to miss his first ever upload soon. JR reselling, not JR reselling anymore.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, we sat and had a little conflab about it the other day and came up with a new name. Yes, now you're dating ABL. What?
Dating Dave. What's going on there then, Rich? I thought
perhaps I am. She wasn't supposed to tell anyone.
What? How dare you do that?
Kath, caught in tonight. Oh no, let's see. Oh yes. Oh no, she's saying yes. Now that you're dating Dave, not that I'm dating Dave. Now that Dave's dating.
Dave, have you been meeting females from or
he's courting? He's out courting tonight.
Yeah, so. But is it through one of those apps? Is it through?
Don't know. Don't think so.
Plenty of Fish.
Don't think so. Oh God, Plenty of Fish. Don't talk to me about that one.
What's the other one though? Remind me. There's another one.
Oh, Tinder. swipe
Yeah.
right, swipe left.
No, I was thinking more grind.
Never been on it. So if my wife watches this, I've never been on it. I just know what it is. What's that? What's that one? What's that other one? Oh, I'm sure. I don't know whether it was Sean or James that have been on it. Some Grinder or something.
Yeah, you fucking. Did you hear me say that or what? You're ignoring me now.
I didn't hear you say it.
And now you're ignoring me, Rich.
Who said that? Who said that? With only 6 videos this week, they are really not trying hard enough to keep you all happy. Tonks Boutique. Well, it's more than what I've put out.
Oh,
You
mate,
got it, Jade.
Ages. I'm putting the mountain to the top of the pile now. I don't care.
Yeah, you got to get that. I want to see that one.
This is the finished product, and we built a room. We got it under the budget that.
That room is amazing.
Can't take you on a tour because you're on the laptop, but it's here. It's not as great as it is.
I'll come down and see it proper.
It's ready for you, mate. There's a double bed
that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Have some crazy from Littlehampton come and stay. Some crazy murderer.
Mate, I'll be out inside your house before you know it.
Jade's saying, Max, that beard, you getting it ready for next month?
No, don't. Honestly, the geezer. We went to this thing today for work, and this guy, he had a short beard. And he kept
boom shakalaka, indeed, Maximum.
And he's trying to grow his beard out, and he kept asking me about my beard. He's like, "Oh, what do you use?" Blah 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 blah. I was like, "I haven't cut it for ages, man. I don't do anything with it at the minute, but I need to trim it." Mia's making. Well, said I need to trim it and get my hair back to what I used to have it like, which is way back short and stuff. But I've just got attached to things. Do you know what I mean? I'm like,
definitely attached to that beard. Do you ever been like clean shaven, like not had a beard?
Just look back on my old Insta posts, man. You see me sort of clean shaven, but I don't like it. I really don't. Everyone in the office and that, they're always telling me to shave it, apart from the lads. And I know that a few of the lads have tried to grow them. So if you do try to grow a beard, you know the graft that goes into it, man. The struggle.
Beard oil, making sure it was all
I don't get into that habit of beard oil and that. I've tried that shit time ago, and the thing is, if it's not a decent one, or if it doesn't work well with your skin, you end up in spots and all that shit. So it's like, if you just keep it clean and stuff, I'm very mindful. Don't really get much in it.
That's about as beardy as I get. I've had a little trim down today, and that's about as beardy as I get. I had neck things, and I could see grey hair coming through, and I thought, that's going.
Oh, there's plenty in here.
That's going, mate. I had some proper Santa Claus neck.
Yeah, I get a long grey eyebrow.
Oh yeah, they shaved my eyebrows yesterday. They trimmed the eyebrows when I was in the shop yesterday.
I heard you say on the stream earlier that was it you that said, or someone said that it looks like you sprayed your hair on with aerosol or something.
Yeah, it was Sean said that. Looks like I sprayed my hair on. They went a bit mad, but like I don't think he was quite with it, the bloke, because he was he hasn't left me as much hair as he usually leaves me. Thanks, Sean. Doing vlogember vid a day. Oh, well done. Actually, I'm sure that Mr. JR said that he was doing what's the Christmas one? The Vlogmas. Yeah, I'm sure he said he was doing Vlogmas again this year.
He's got now. He's got a new.
I said I'm not doing it again this year, but I'm sure he will be doing it. I said, did you see? I put a little I did a little short video of the jokes. Yeah, I thought that was quite cool.
That's good.
Love that edit.
I heard you say about the shorts and that as well. I did start meddling with the shorts and stuff, and there are good things about it, bad things about it.
But now you can actually monetize them now. You didn't used to be able to monetize them before.
Nah, but they would always, you couldn't do it at the beginning, but they knew that it was always coming in, so they could have went towards once you were monetized. Like
I think it probably helps you get subs, because I think they're put out to anybody and everybody rather than just your subscribers and that seeing them. You know, I know they get put out to everybody as well, but I think with the shorts they're given out to a wider audience, or people just go through like they do on Insta and they just watch the shorts and the reels and stuff.
It's more they all jumped on the TikTok bandwagon, didn't they? Because
but then you get more fun. You get more. I've had more thumbs down on them than I have on anything else.
I said that earlier. I ain't looked at mine for ages. I created a separate channel for them as well. Because that was ages ago. I ain't put nothing on it for, like, you can see probably the last thing I put on it was probably about 2 years ago, a year ago maybe.
Let's help this man pay for his tire since each
I
one
can
costs
barely
more
get
than
a
one
normal
car's
video
loan.
uploaded, Rich. You know that. So it's like messing around with all that shit now. I can't be asked. I'll do what I can when I can. And I did put a message out to the geezer that used to edit for me a couple of
Yeah.
years, and just to see if he's finished university and stuff, and if he had and he wanted to make a bit of cash, would you like to get back involved? But he hasn't messaged me back, so he must still be busy, but or something bad's happened, but hopefully not.
Yeah, just keep your money. Do it yourself. I like your editing.
At the
I'm
minute,
supposed to
like
got
I
us on
say, I'm back
YouTube.
out tomorrow. I'm not boot sailing. I've been not banned, but last week I couldn't go because the mountains, obviously. This weekend I'm bungeeing all weekend. I've got to go back to Isha. Where was it, Esha?
Yeah. So what's this bungeeing thing like? What, somersaulting on the bungees and all that? You know where they do the
Can't really
tightrope walking on them and all that.
Nah, I wish it was, but it ain't. No, it's basically it's all fitness related. But the woman that set it up, she's flown over from Amsterdam, so they paid for her ticket and that, and she's come over. And Thursday, she took us to Hitchin to show us this thing, and we've googled it, YouTubed it. There's places already in the UK that do it. Place that we went to today, this gym, this studio we went to get trained. It's mate, like you know how plush it is around there, and how posh, bougie, as my brother says. Well posh, but she's come over. She's the one that actually set this whole thing up. She started off as a circus acrobat, you know, with all the tassels falling from the sky
Yeah.
to the bottom. Mate, the thing she can do, she's like late, I don't know how old she is. She's like definitely late 40s or whatever, but she can move, man. And it literally is. She calls it like your super muscle. It's essentially.
I don't don't start talking to me about super muscles. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. This ain't that kind of channel.
Now this one goes in the back. It's almost like Matrix like. People look like they're plugged in, but what it is,
Really?
structure on the ceiling, and you could be like attached to beams or whatever. But you got a bundle of bungees, depending on your weight. Say a bungee for each 10 kg that you weigh. And I think can't remember what I had on mine. On Thursday I had 8 bungees, and on today I had
Evening,
10.
Laney.
And you clip them onto this harness. You know, Princess. She's at Anna's next door. Just give her a call if you need her.
All right, princess.
Princess Mwamuzi. She hates it when I say that. Princess. Yeah. And yeah, you have this harness on that they do say we have to sign a disclaimer on that because you get bruised. This is stuff that our bodies are not used to doing. So there's a therapeutic side to this. There is just a fitness thing, but we're learning both fitness and therapeutics. So what we can do, hopefully, is take it into schools that we work in, and then also set up our own thing and do it as well, because we all get bored well too quick. But you've got this harness, and we deal with harnesses all the time with your abseiling, on these programs that we run. It's nothing like those. It's a lot more thin cut, and mate, it literally cuts. And I've got like love bite, chafing scratches and bruises on my groins, right cutting into my groins, my bikini line, if you like, and then on my hips, because I've got like bony hips. On my hips, I've got again like love bites on my hips with these purple bruises.
I don't even want to picture your bikini line if it's anything like your chin.
I look after that. No, I'm joking. Anyway, these bits here on my stomach, mate. On the way back, where the seatbelt was on, we're all in agony. And we've got another whole day of it tomorrow, and then that's not even the training complete.
Is that what you're going back to Isha tomorrow?
Yeah, 8 o'clock. I'm going to leave. We don't start till 10, so we've got a couple of hours to get.
Whereabouts is it you go and do that then?
This is we're doing it in our area. We're going to do it in Beds, Hearts, Bucks, Cams.
Yeah, no, but whereabouts is it being done in Isha? What is it done at a certain place?
Beizou Gym it's called, I think. It's sort of a high street. Pull off down this back road. It's only been built about 3-4 years. It's probably in an old car park. That's what it looks like it is. Because when you come out the front doors, you're at the back of all the high street shops or restaurants, but it's like a little courtyard.
There's not a lot of shops in Isha. It's a very weird little place, and it's just.
We walked through this gate. The guys go, look, we're going to go for lunch over at Hummings, I think it's called. And you walk through this wooden gate. It's all painted nice, and you're in this, like, as Jack would say, bougie cafe, restaurant, coffee shop. Mate, you've got this dog, like it's Instagram famous apparently. It's this I can't remember the breed, but it looks like it's swallowed a wasp. It's not one of them ones, the bull mastiff things, but it's got a similar sort of shape to it. But it's fluffy, and furry. I'll find out the name. I'll let you know. But it's beautiful food, beautiful coffee. But we're sitting there, and it's it's a bit too posh for us, man. Like we're literally, I've got my brother.
I say Isha was like, say that Cheryl Cole used to live there. Ashley Cole, all the Chelsea footballers, because their grounds just up, their training grounds just up the road. So like Chris Tarrant, that's where I think that's where he got Chris Tarrant got caught cheating on his wife in Isha. So yeah,
there's going to be a lot of temptations there, no doubt.
Well, I mean, they've got like you've got Sandown. It's just by Sandown Racecourse. That's just down the road from it, and then you've got Hampton Court Palace not far down the road. But there's supposed to be, and I've said for years I wanted to go there, but I haven't been there yet. There's supposed to be a dry snow ski slope there as well. You know, where they have the old indoor ski slopes, because I've never done skiing.
I think I have done a dry one when I was young, like really young.
I've never done skiing or snowboarding. I want to give it a go.
Telling you now, snowboarding is really challenging. I give up. I'm going to be honest. I promote not to give up and stuff. But with snowboarding, my ass was so sore from falling on it after 2 days. Plus, my older brother ended up starting on me that night and punching the shit out of me whilst I'm sleeping because
for whatever
reason, we had a big fallout. And him and his mate were doing snowboarding.
As you do.
So I just picked up skis the next day, never done skiing, right? And there's things like red run, green run. I think the green one may be the easiest. It's telling
the red one's a nutty one.
And the black, I think, is insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I just got these skis on, got pulled up on this thing, never done it before. And I think it weren't green. I think what they told me to do is the green one. But what I'd done is stayed on the pulley system, the gondola. It's not a gondola, but the pulley system thing where you just stand and put it between your legs.
Yeah, and it brings you up.
I stayed on it too much, and I went past the green up to the middle one. This is real. So this is Bulgaria. We was in Bulgaria, and it's like beautiful scenery, mountains, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
mate. I come down that. I was going like snowplow. What they told me, like put your feet in. Had a bit of knowledge before I went up there. They're telling me what to do. Everything was going sweet. I'm going from side to side. And then I realised what was going to happen, and it did happen. And I like literally hit this bit where I just went, pretty much laid down, but my feet stayed flat, or the ski stayed flat. And I'm just laying down and going fast right into the queue of people, mate. The evils, the groans, the moans, they weren't happy. It was amateur.
I shouldn't think they was. Mate, Neil's saying if you like wild camping videos, check out YouTube channel called Blot Outdoors.
Yeah, I bet they're good, man. The thing is, I wish I took more supplies in regards to. So my guy.
Well, a tent would have been handy if you were sleeping out.
We knew that we weren't ever going to need that. I had an emergency. I'll tell you what, the emergency sleeping bags I got them on eBay actually. I got 4 for 15 or 20 quid or something like that. And Kev and that paid about 15 for one because they wanted the camo one. They picked it. It's just tinfoil, almost like a tinfoil sheet, quite sturdy and strong. Not as weak as tinfoil, but it's got that. You know, like the stuff they give. You see, like paramedics give to people if they're cold.
Like the foil sheets, the foil blankets.
That's all it is. It's a sleeping bag. You just get in it, sort of thing. And mate, that's all I had. I had that, and I laid on a couple of like yoga mats that I rolled up and took with me because that was lost property from one of the programs we've done. And I see them in the office. I'm like, might need them, and I'm so glad I did because where we were so done, so exhausted. We walked when we got to the final bit where we was going to set up like little camp or whatever. That was about a 20-minute drive from where we first set off. And then we parked up in this car park and we was just going to camp anywhere. And Kev had it in his head to try and find the bit that him and my uncle went to about 5-6 years ago. So we're walking. It's getting dark now, mate. Like we've got these massive bags with us now because we didn't take the big bags up. We took little bags with us, just with little supplies and stuff. But yeah, man, my feet, I could barely walk. It was pitch black. There's no way that like we should have been walking any further than what we needed to, man. But because it got dark before we set up, when it actually got to morning, 7 o'clock, me and this other guy, Tyler, was the first two up, and we packed up. And I said to my uncle, because he just woke up, I'm like, look, we're going to take some bits down to the van. It's like we'll come back and do another run. Like that walk from the van, that was another story. That was just torture. when we first stepped out of camp and got onto the path, which was about this far away from where we set up camp. So this is a nature park, mate. We had people just walking past. At this time in the morning, as soon as me and Tyler stood out on the path, there was just people walking past, walking dogs, families. We stayed in the National Trust Park. Like we'd literally just pitched up somewhere illegally where you weren't meant to be camping.
And you had a van 2 miles down the road. I'd have been in that.
I thought about it because I thought I was going to get a ticket, another ticket, or clamped because this
God.
park we had and the car park was only open until midnight.
Yeah.
There was no barriers or nothing, no shutters, nothing.
It's nuts.
So we
Stu's saying, is there any gents in the chat doing Movember this month? I'm not.
I'm
I
not
don't intend on doing Movember. Any ladies, don't forget you can join in with the fun in a couple of months' time with Fanuary.
I ain't taking part this year. Can't be asked.
Nah, you don't need to. You're all year round. You do it all year round. I had a trick or treat to turn up at my door dressed as Gloria Gaynor. At first, I was afraid, but was you petrified? I did see that one. I don't know who put it up. I did see that one on Facebook. Everyone's saying hello. Walking is the best exercise, definitely.
Yeah, see, running's not though. See, that's what I'm saying. See, things that long term, it is good exercise, good for you. And this is what this other workout does. I'm not saying don't go for walks. I think walks are great, man. Don't run. I don't think you should run as a way to get fit. Running on treadmills, running on hard surfaces, like you look at down the line, like when you get to the ages where you start getting arthritis,
shin splints and all that.
That are the fittest people in the world, but where they've spent years and years and years running, mullered them, just smash their heads to bits.
Yeah.
This is where these bungees are going to come in handy because these fit all different shapes, sizes. The oldest person that's done this stuff is 80 years old. That one of our clients, and these must be like proper wealthy people up that area because they do it in that studio we was at today. But yeah, 80 years old. They're obviously not going to do the full intensity stuff, but you can just sit in them and they take your weight. And it's just like you can do squats, you can do one finger push-ups, and it's obviously not going to be as strenuous and do what a one finger push-up would do if you was to actually do it. But you can also spin round, handstands, flips against all. I've never sweated so much as I have on Thursday and today. Leon, I'm older than Leon and Jack. I did say to them today, because I might be popping on here, I was like, just pop on, because they kept asking what it was after you got off the phone. I was telling them a little bit about it. And if they are tuned in, just not commenting, because they might be, I hope they are listening, because they were the first, well, they weren't the first two, but they, out of us at the company, they were the first to drop. I made it to the end of the workout, because part of the training,
thank you, Santa.
But I could have died, like literally. I don't want to be doing that every other week.
No. I say definitely next time you go up that mountain in Wales, I'm coming.
Well, I'm not going to do that until summer. There's no way I'm going to take myself or anyone.
I prefer the warm weather.
Yeah, and the thing is, Rich, it's safe. It's safe. There's like you could literally you do as much as you want to do. I wouldn't necessarily, because I want to take Mason as well. I wouldn't necessarily go over the peaks. Because you are at some points you're hanging on not hanging, but holding on to the edge because one side's like that, the other side's like that. But from that to there, you can't see the floor. It's that you're up in the elements. It's mad. But then at points it goes flat, so you crawl. You have to crawl, and it's just like, why am I even doing this? This is nuts, man.
I think the closest I've got to that is like my uncle lives in the Highlands of Scotland, and there's this massive. It's not a mountain, it's a massive hill or maybe a small mountain, but like I climbed up that and I really enjoyed it actually. I did like it.
Yeah, the thing is we're going to stop on that. This next one, if you do want to come on the very next one that we do with everyone that I went with, and they sound bunch, there's only 5 of us, mainly family anyway, but then it's Tyler, a friend of Jack's. And anyone can come, the more the merrier. But I've heard that they've done Ben Nevis a couple of times, my uncle and Kev, his stepdad. And there's a place called the Hut halfway down or something. But at the top, he said, we'll do the whole thing. And it's more of a walk. There's no bits you have to scramble on your knees across. You can literally walk up to the whole top. But you can stop as much as you want. Places to have a little beer if you drink. You know what I mean? I took 2. I don't drink much. But I got it here, look. I won this on the Secret Santa with a mug and another little home brewed version of Kraken.
Nice.
First rum or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I took out the mountain with me, planning to have a little drink. Everyone said that, take some because you have a shot before you go to give you some Dutch courage and all that. I'm not a drinker, man. Didn't appeal to me.
Yeah, that's it. That's a good idea. Get drunk before you walk up climbing the mountain.
If you do anything else that's natural.
Great idea.
I wouldn't be drinking that. But then even in the evening, got back to camp. When we set up the camp, my uncle got into bed straight away because he's 62. You know what I mean? Like I didn't realise the age that he was, but as fit as he is, the running that he's done, his knees are fucked. You know what I mean? Because he ran, like I say, 50 miles on his 50. He's a nutter, insane, and he's always ran. But
Yeah.
he was straight in bed. I had the tree because there was 4 trees that we found. That's why we picked it, that we could pin bits of plastic up just to protect us from the rain that we knew was going to be coming, because it was 90% coverage when we looked on the what's it called? There's this like weather-ometer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
On a car park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
Neil's
tree.
just saying, have I made sure you have the Night's Life handle locked down on YouTube? Yeah, it was already, I've already got the custom URL. So
Yeah, did they seal it? I had that email, and
yeah.
I think I've already got mine, to be fair.
Well, I clicked on it and it said you've already obviously got the custom URL, Night's Life, so no one else can nick it anyway. So
that's what it narrows down to, and that's all it
yeah,
is.
it's the URL. So like the custom handle URL, it's the same thing. I've had mine for a while. So yeah, no, I've already got that. Yeah, I've got that one. And I say today I've gone on my Instagram because a lot of people know that Richie Rich Star is my Instagram, but to proper link it to Night's Life, I've now made it, because Night's Life's taken nights.life, nights_life. So I've just made it Richie Rich Star _ Night's Life, just so people sort of link it together. It's just easier. But yeah, no, I have seen that about the handles, and it said I didn't have to because I already got the custom URL. So despite being more popular than God, I'm sure he has room for the odd new subscriber. Pop over to check out what's new. Dave ABL reselling. There you go.
I ain't checked eBay lately, but has he sold his V-dub thing? Because I do really want it, but I just
Oh, I
can't.
don't know. Yeah, because you was looking at that for your camper, weren't
Yeah,
you?
man. The thing is,
Message him.
He's at now because I don't want to do it. I said to him, I can't do it. I don't want him to feel sorry for me either, or give it to me cheap, because I want him to get as much as he can for it. Because
Yeah.
seen one that's up for a lot more. Well, say a lot more, at least 60, 70 quid more than what he's got it up for anyway.
Yeah.
But it's not what I need, Rich. It's what I want.
But
I do lessons on this stuff, man. It's like, wants
yes.
versus needs versus wants, budgeting, this, that, the other.
Yeah.
I would love it. I would, but I'm looking for something I can plug in, because although I won't be using it a lot, when I come to sell it, again, I want to keep that. So it's like, I still need to get a fridge first. I need to actually buy a little fridge or a cool box that plugs in, something that's cool and good enough and cool enough to keep stuff cool.
I've got a cool box, and I've never used it in the car. I've only used it, I think, once or twice, and it's been stuck in the shed. And that was a loud firework. And it is a proper cool box with a fan on top, so I think you can warm it or chill stuff.
Yeah.
You plug it into the cigarette lighter. It was quite expensive when I got it.
They've got a few options in Halfords. I was looking at they've got proper expensive options, obviously, like everything, and some of them are cool. Obviously, the ones you can get that you can take out and they still keep it cool, they take charge with it, all that sort of stuff. You can charge your phones on them. They're top end. The ones in Halfords, they're doable, they're good, and you can even, we went in there and tested it. You can even put them ones on their side and have it open like a fridge, because it is meant to be upright, and then you open it that way or whatever. But you can. It wouldn't block the fan. The fan's on the side, so that you can literally stand it up and have it open like a fridge. And where the divider is, that literally just turns into a shelf, so it looks like a fridge. But I need to finish the resin table. We've done the resin table. That's done.
Yeah, that looks good, the resin thing.
I want to do where the fridge cool box or whatever's going to go. Again, another reason why I wouldn't really want to put Dave's cool box in there, because it'll be covered. I want a lid that matches the table. So it's got the ocean coming round.
Yeah,
that's a few weeks off, but that will cover it, and that'll act as the lid, and we'll mastic or glue the lid of the fridge to that wood. So when you lift the wood up, the fridge door opens as well. That's the plan.
Yeah, Chris is saying, have a look at Paul's Peter Cushing video. Yeah, I watched it. I watched his Peter Cushing video. It's really good, actually. Yeah.
I think the last videos I watched on YouTube, in all honesty, because I've just been so busy, I am going to watch some catch up or start watching again. But it was yours. The short, I see that, and then I see the last videos. Is it Fix It? Is it
Lee Fix It for reselling?
Yeah, it's those videos, and I was fucking getting sucked in, man.
Yeah, he's good when he
And
starts
I don't
fixing
even
stuff.
know why. I'm like watching it. Just take this PlayStation off with the VCR or whatever that came back from the eBay sale. Watched that one, and then some of them
Yeah.
were long videos, but I kept going back.
I tell you what, he's good. I do like his videos, Lee. I want him to do some beekeeping videos because, like, he keeps bees and makes honey.
No way.
Yeah, I've got some of his honey. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
amazing.
awesome. Thing
It
is,
is
I think my
amazing.
colleague Leon would love that because he's all about the bees and saving the animals and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah, I like the old beehives. I think they're cool.
Yeah.
Us, do you
No,
need
what for
homemade
them.
chicken soup? When
Sorry
will
for
we be seeing Jamesy back on the show, Rich? Don't think Jamesy. I think you'll probably see him on the Christmas one, but other than that, I don't think you'll be seeing much of him. He's just business focused, whereas I'm really not. So, like, I'm all about the social media side of things. I love doing this, and I wouldn't miss doing this really. And this like the other week when I was ill with the dreaded, but like it's just so business focused, and it's working for him. So, like, that's what he wants to do.
About to
I know
say,
it'll probably be around for the Christmas one, but I think other than that, really, once he gets his new channel up and running, you might see a bit of stuff with me and him on my channel and on his channel. But other than that, don't know when you're going to see him do some stuff.
I was going to say he's going to be really busy on his van and that, but I've just opened his Instagram messages, and what is it? Oh, bought it today. I'm crap at DIY. Sorry, James, I'm revealing confidential information.
He's saying, "I'll come back, Dave, when Spider-Man comes back on."
He's got one fully done already. So because he said he's no good at DIY, so I was going to say he's going to be busy doing his van, but it looks of it. I'm looking at the photos now. He's got the bed and everything in there.
Oh yeah, no, he's got not, and the thing is, like, he's not bothered about having a cooker and all that in there because, like, he's just going to put a portable one in. I think it suits what he wants it for, which is good.
If you're in the little, I don't even know what it's called. This is how much I know about it. It's a marine switchboard, panel board, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, you're talking about marine ply.
No, not marine ply. You donut, the little switchboard that you use.
Oh, the electronics.
It's a marine one because they're waterproof. They're more for boats.
Yeah. For boats and shit. Yeah.
Exactly the same as the one that I've got. He's got green LEDs or whatever behind it. Mine's blue because the light in the dash and on the CD thing that when I bought my van was blue, so I thought I'd carry that on. Yeah, I've got identical one of those. That's cool. So at least I know I've got something that someone else has got because I don't know what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? I ain't had no help, no knowledge or major research on these vans. I just wanted to try and do something that was different to the generic VW transporters and all the other ones. But mate, Wales, I know that is the home of these things because everything I've bought secondhand for it or looked into buying is from Wales. Like, and they say if you want work done on them, take them to Wales. It must have seen about 56, 57 different campers in the space of 2 days being there. Insane.
Nice. Sean say, must admit, Rich is a bit slow on the chat tonight. Should we start wishing each other Merry Christmas so he's on time when he gets to this point? It's because I'm chatting. It's because I've got guests on.
My fault, Sean.
I kind of you're just like me, never skim. You shouldn't skim on tyres and brakes. It's bloody most important bit of the car. So, evening, Michael. Good to see you, mate. Evening, all. Feet up and just tuned in. Send Lisa some love, Rich. Her shoulder is playing up due to her job, and she's in need of some love. I'll send him my love to you, Lisa, and get him to give you a bit of a deep heat rub. Get him to give you a massage with a bit of deep heat. That'll sort you out.
Deep heat.
Should I jump on and get him to speed up? Come on in, James. Get on. You and Van Boy can have a chat.
We can have
you can chat. You can do a bit of van chat. He's being distracted by the sheer manliness on with him, Sean. Definitely distracted by my mate here and his beard. He's very distracting. He's a good looking guy.
Mate, I feel like a zombie, mate. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like a zombie.
I feel knackered, man. But
Merry Christmas, Happy Easter.
And I could not come on after last week. I badly wanted. I said to you, didn't I, Rich? I said I will come on live, even if I'm on the mountain, because I genuinely thought,
Yeah.
because you can always get GPS and stuff up there. I just thought Wi-Fi, right? It's in my mind. I think he'll be all right. And then even when we got back to the digs, because on the first night we camped out Ralph, on the second night we went to this 1800. It was built in the 1800s. Like the first person, is it Hickins, or I can't remember his name. First geezer to, or first group or person. I think there was three actually that done it in the end, but whether they done it together. But anyway, first people to do Everest trained there at the place that we stayed. It's insane. If everyone's into walking or going on little walks, there's beautiful walks around this place. I'll find out the name of the actual hotel, the little place, but they ain't done nothing to it apart from try to keep it up to scratch.
Yeah.
So like the old games room, they've obviously got TV and that in there, but it's just everything's old and a bit retro and vintage. And in one of the smoke rooms, which is not a smoke room no more, but they've got like old hiking boots from the ceiling, and these are famous climbers like gear, and it's like a museum at the same time. They've got all these photographs. We sat on the same bench, and I had a beer. Well, I had a shandy because I don't like beer. I don't drink.
Yeah.
I just want to, cheers. It was a celebration. But me, Jack, and Tyler, three of us were sitting on the same bench as these three dons were that done it all these years ago, and they've still got it. The baths, these Victorian like baths that had a bath like that, then a bath like that. So you got a bath to lay down in that you could drown in. Literally, it's deep, like well deep. Or you can stand up and have a shower with this massive shower head, and where it's like a bath on its edge, it's got loads of holes in. It powers out water out of them, so you've got jets coming.
Oh, nice. Oh,
And
lovely.
it's not a pump. This is something that was done back in the day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
crazy.
We've got Kristin's in now. Good evening, Kristin from America. Lovely, Kristin, saying, "Oh my gosh, look at those snack cakes on screen right now. Thank you very much."
Oh, where are they?
I think that I'm sure that is a compliment. Snack cakes. I've never been called that before.
Am I right thinking there was a video actually I watched of Kristen's not that long ago, so that's another one that I quickly watched or watched during something. She met up with some event. There was an event that
Yeah, she done the
I can't remember. It's called my memory. Like I
it
don't.
was
The whole
called.
It was a meetup.
It's like something. It's like a not a flippercon, thriftcon or something.
Yeah, something like that. It was. Yeah.
Thrift
Yeah.
was it a thriftcon? It was a big meet like thrifting meetup. Yeah, that was cool. Not cheap, excellent value. There you go.
To watch or keep up. I've not really seen much. I watched your Halloween one though. I couldn't get to it on the day, or watch the day after because we didn't have signal for like 2 days. But I did watch.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Halloween one.
I agree with what the chat said. You looked a bit cute, Rich. You weren't scary enough. You looked like a little cute horror figure.
Looked like a mime, Mr. Mime.
Oh, the mime was pretty good as well. To be fair, you practiced from me, didn't you?
Stuck in a glass box.
Yeah, that was good. That's good.
Oh dear. Can't grow a proper beard, Lee's saying. It's really patchy. I look like a half Chinese Freddie Mercury. I can say that I'm half Chinese. Oh, there you go. You can get away with it.
Yeah, mates that said they only grow on one side. Like they can only get it it grows more on this side. My mate, the things they said that I need to trim this side because it grows more. I'm like, mate, I ain't done nothing.
Does the wife like the beard?
Yes.
Does Sarah? Yeah, does she?
She does.
Does she not say it itches her when you give her a kiss?
No, she don't let me kiss her no more. We're that.
Been married too long, haven't you? You've been married too long.
I'm in the same boat as you are, son.
Same as that. I only get kisses from the dogs now.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I used to have one.
Every day. Boo is so loyal, man. I've had to shut the door, but I love her to bits. Like she's the most tame dog, trained. I didn't even have to work that hard to get her to the level she is, like the other dogs that I've had in the past.
Yeah.
I had one previous, and we had dogs as kids and stuff, like pets and stuff. But she is so loyal, she just don't do anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? She thought she was a cat for most of her life. She don't bark, so there's nothing she can do. But the grunts, right, and the groaning and the heavy breathing. I breathe heavy enough. Sarah moans at my breathing, so she can't handle the sounds of Boo. And this is something that me and my uncle that went away to Wales. We share the same birthday, which is why my middle name is his name.
Yeah.
And we both share the same temper, apparently. And we both share, because I work, one of my colleagues in the staffing realm that I'm involved in it's my auntie. She's joined us this year. Last year, she spent 15, I don't know how many years, I'm not going to say because I don't know, but she spent a fair few years working in my old school. And
Yeah.
the one I got kicked out of, may I add, she started working there, and then now she's working for us. Because anyway, but yeah, she said she said since working here, she goes, you're so much more like Darren than I ever thought.
Mm.
Because certain noises, right? I can chomp when I eat. Everyone chomps. Some more than others. I don't mind when I'm doing it, like probably most people don't. But sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes if someone's eating, like it's getting to me. Like I can feel the anger, feel the rage, and it's why. And it's the same with Boo. Like she'll sit there, she's doing nothing wrong. But every time she comes and sits on my foot, because that's what she does to show her
Yeah,
loyalty.
we got the little pug here now with my two dogs, and
They do.
the eldest stepdaughter's round with her pug, and he sits on your feet.
It's
He's like 5 months. I think he's only 5 months
their
old.
tails are up, right? Their puppas all on show, and they're sitting on your white socks. It's like you
Yeah,
don't.
it's not nice because it's like
It's warm,
there's
though.
nothing to
It's
cover
warm.
it. It's just
Warm.
there.
It's
Yeah,
warm.
but it's like there's no fur around it. There's nothing. It's just there. It's like the
Which is
cat's
why
bum. Like it's not. It's just not nice.
Boo looks at me when she comes to sit down there. She'll look, and she's like that. Like you know what they do, pugs. They look like this,
Yeah,
and they start twisting their bum, and they edge towards you with their bum in the air because they know you're about to move.
yeah, yeah,
And they go to sit down, and if you move your feet, they'll sit back up again, and then go to sit back
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Honestly, it does my nothing. But that
Oh, our pugs are funny.
I can maneuver out of that, Rich. It doesn't bother me because I've learned to move my feet, and if I've got trainers on, I couldn't care. I couldn't care, but if I'm outside, but in here, what she does is she licks her paws, and this is what gets me, and it shouldn't get me, but it's started to become something I can't stand. She licks her paws, and she looks as she
Oh, nice.
open her eyes, she's like clearing her nose, and I'm like,
Oh,
what are
they
you
make some
doing?
class noises, the old pugs, don't they?
But now I'm talking to her, going,
Happy
boo.
Christmas 2026, they're saying now. I think they're taking the mick because I'm taking ages to get through the.
Do you know what? I'll tell you, let's pause. Let's just get through the chat. Let's just give we've got these lovely people watching. It's not just about us. We're being selfish.
2022 year of the ex bucket head and antique snob. There you go. There's Sean's Instagram. He hasn't got a YouTube. I keep telling Sean he should start up a YouTube channel.
Sean got a mention today on the way back from work when the boys were asking about what this was in the community and stuff, and I was telling them a bit about all the people I watch.
Like Kath.
Sean came up and I said it's the jokes and stuff. I said it's things that there's like what sort of jokes and that does he say? I said there's a few people do it. I was like, but he's the one that sticks in mind most from
Yeah, you got because you got Sean, you got Stu.
That we at work and the people that I work with, me, my brother and Leon, we're conditioned not to say those no more. We can't. We're not allowed. We work in these places. Even today, some of the people that we was getting trained with were saying things that if we said, and it's only like it was a fat joke, but there was one fat joke, there was something mentioned, one of the trainers, the PT things. It's a valid point because you're talking about bungees, people's weight and the safety and all this stuff. And he brought up dwarfs, but he also made it into a little bit of a joke.
Everyone brings up dwarfs when they talk to me.
But we looked at each other because, again, we've been trained and conditioned over the last 6-7 years or whatever we've been doing it, the job we do, not to say things, all the gender things, we've got to be open to all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Sean has got those words that they're great, man. I just never be able to say them just in case he got back to my work.
Sean's now saying Scottish eBay. Oh no, it's talking to James saying that's optimistic of you. 2026 may need to go into cryo sleep just to be alive by the time Rich gets to this comment. It's not very nice, is it?
James was coming on anyway. He's got to come on because I weren't planning to. No disrespect, but I did think to myself because I wanted to have a shower. Stink. I've just been to fireworks, so I'm straight back, and then I'm here. But then I thought I'll just pop off. But I don't want to just leave. I want
pop on for 5 minutes.
James, I thought I'll pop on. I'll say to him, look, I'm stinking. I'm knackered. I feel drained. You can see I look drained.
Like Gary.
I'm just going to say hello and then going to go and have a shower. I'll pop on after and then long it out and then you'll be finished. But
yeah,
get your ass on it, man. I want to talk about your van. I've seen it. Can I give the colour away? Does everybody else know what colour it is? Have a guess in the chat. Let's get the chat involved. What colour is James's van? 2 points. Get it completely right, dead right. Like you got everything right, so we can get creative for this because it doesn't. No, I'm not going to say no more. You get 2 points for the correct answer. 1 point if you get it sort of close. Nothing.
I bet it's got a different colour bonnet.
Oh, don't take the piss. 2 stripes. Got them big pink lips at the front, and the eyelashes.
What do you call a duck that likes fireworks? A firecracker. Boom.
That's quacking, mate.
Oh, Amanda, good to see you.
Yes,
Are you doing your live tomorrow, Amanda?
But that's something I did notice, that Amanda hasn't been going up. So I've seen Amanda's post when she's been
No,
saying
she said she was going to do one last Sunday and then never appeared. So I'm wondering, is she going to do one tomorrow? That's what I want to know. I keep going to look for the live. Wish I lived closer to you, Jade. You don't live that far away. You live like 10 minutes away from Jade. I live over an hour away. I know it's getting there.
Is it Jade that does the boot sales with you and stuff?
Huh?
Is it Jade that does the boot sales and
stuff? Yeah, Jade does the boot sales with me, yeah.
So you do like a nice little trip. Yeah, you do. I remember you saying in your video, actually.
Yeah, all the boot sales are finished now, but we've found one that Jay Flipping Sloth goes to. Well, I know where it is, but we'd found the actual one, so I might, if need be, I'll go up there, pick her up, and we'll go and do one up there.
So I had a bit of a result recent. Should we talk about recent? Actually, people guessing what colour his van is.
Oh yeah, people. What'd you get if you crossed a dinosaur with a pig? Jurassic Pork, like it. A pyrotechnic expert friend of mine lost his job after the fireworks did not go off in the right sequence. That's bang out of order. Like it. Everyone's saying hello to each other.
I think Mason's beating me up, possibly. Let me just go and just do Daddy.
Yeah. Hi, PvP. Good to see you. Greetings from Canada. We had snow yesterday. Well, we haven't got that much bad weather, but it's not great over here at the minute. So PvP. Everyone's saying hello to PvP. Din-din's ready. Later, potatoes. Have a great night. Thanks, Lee. See you later, mate. And thank you for popping in and seeing us. Night, Mr. Flipper. Bye, Lee. Laters, Lee. Everyone's saying hello still. Let's Do Lunch podcast. I like the name. It's a cool name. Hey, gang, just popping in to say hi. Hit the thumbs up and show support. Much love from across the pond. Thank you for popping in. You're welcome anytime. Let's Do Lunch podcast. I like the name. That is a cool name. I like it. Everyone's saying bye to Lee. Everyone's saying hello to Let's Do Lunch. Which is nice. PvP saying hello to me mum. Let's Do Lunch. 910 subs. Really? Right. Come on, guys. Let's get subbing. Get over. Check out Let's Do Lunch. And give them a look. See if there's anything you like. If there's something you like, then make sure you sub. I shall have a look after the stream finishes. PvP sup, my friend. Let's Do Lunch. Everyone's saying hello, which is lovely. Thank you very much. Thanks for dropping our link. Yeah, definitely. That's what we do here. We like to support everybody and you know, get people subscribe to other channels and help people grow. Despite having no clue if I won anything in the prize draw, I am not bitter. This lady is too nice and rather wonderful. Definitely, Laney's channel there. Big Girls Really Do Cry. Let's give this lovely lady a boost and get subbing to her. Organise a reseller. That's Amanda. Amanda's great. She's got a good channel. I helped her get it started. We sort of. Yeah, we got the first video up, which was good. Got her set up with her channel, which was good, and she's local to me, which is cool. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Hi, Chris.
Did you get to the bottom of the chat? No way. There's no way you got to the bottom.
Nearly. Should we open the betting to see if Rich ever climbs a mountain next year? At this point, I wouldn't give him good odds on lifting a KFC bucket without a rest. I haven't had KFC for ages.
We had plenty of rest. Don't worry. We had about
Christ, Rich is only at the reindeer comment. Might be Crimbo by the time he gets down there. I'm nearly there. Hi, Jilly. Hi, Porky. PvP saying, haven't been on in ages. Got diagnosed with hypertension, high blood pressure a month ago, so been preoccupied. mate, you take care and look after yourself. Being very ignorant here, so I'm going to bugger off. Love you long time, Rich. Boom, boom, $10. Love you long time too, Dave.
Thank
I'll
you.
speak to you soon and get you on one day when you're not courting. The Cobbler ain't a mountain, but hardest climb I've ever done, and I've been up a few. Cobbler isn't far off a mountain, James is saying. On pills a few weeks now, but it hasn't helped. I'm sure it will once they kick in. Okay, night all, off to bed, starting to crash. Night, Anya. Hi, Rich, Max, and chat. Good evening, Belle. The lovely Belle. Go and sub to Belle's Craft Corner. Everyone's saying bye and good night and hi and bye and hi and bye. Hi, gorgeous wife. Glad you are strictly on time. Did I tell you all that the last weekend when it was the Halloween, when I had the Halloween on Strictly, my youngest stepdaughter actually got tickets. She was in the front row sitting with all the EastEnders actors watching the Halloween Strictly that come dancing. Yeah, one of the people she knows from her dance school, her uncle, I think it is, or a cousin, is one of the producers on Strictly. So they got free tickets. How good's that?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, they loved it. And what a cool thing, though, to go to.
Any event live, I suppose, is good. I don't think I've ever watched. I've watched it a couple of times, but
yeah, I've never been on anything like that. Sorry, I was just on the phone, so I missed any messages. No worries, mate. No worries. Hello, handsome hubby. God blimey, look, there's got the old flirting. See, we should have dating night. We should have a dating night show where we just like Cilla Black, but Richie Knight dating show. Start pairing people up. Hi, Amanda. I'm thinking of moving to Cyprus next year. Cool, that'd be nice. That would be nice. I'd like to move somewhere warm.
Don't. Sarah keeps saying about it. When the kids get a bit older, should we move abroad? Like, no.
Sean saying, sorry, but PvP didn't miss. I hope it's okay. You didn't miss anything. Rich did post some decorating videos if you need to relax.
Oh, yeah, most
of us just fell asleep at the sight of his brush. Need to get away, not happy with life at the minute, mate. I think it's a bit dreary for everyone at the minute. I don't think anyone's having a great time with it. I'm Max, glad you got your biscuit barrel for your camper van. Hope you're using it.
That come in handy. That we stashed the supplies in that tin. That
what? Talking of barrels, have you still got your beer barrel?
I need to move it, man.
Or whiskey barrel, because I say it's outside now, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to get it in. I'm not going to put it in there. She won't let me put it in there. But what I'm going to do is put it up on the decking, because we managed to salvage the decking from where we are now. We use this decking to go around it. So I'm going to put it up there, man. I know it's still outside, but the thing is, they're built to be.
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah,
it's not going to be that bad. But where it is on the grass, so that could rot. Get the
yeah.
I can't remember the word, what it's called, but you know what I mean. That white, like.
Yeah, it gets the mold. What mold? What are we talking about?
You know, comes out the ground, attaches to things, and starts like sitting underneath it. It almost looks like roots. It's a word. I can't think what it's called.
Oh.
But if you leave something on the grass for too long, it will start to grow and form underneath it. And before you know it, it'll find its way into the barrel. And it's just And if I go out there where it's filled up with water on the top, I'm worried it's going to wash that logo off. And that logo is the only thing that tells me that barrel's actually worth money. Because the ones that I found that had that logo on it and that brand, they were going for silly money. And I can't find one at the minute, but I see some as high as £600-700. It's mental.
Sean's still taking
like 30, 40 quid or 25 quid if you buy 3 or 4 of these different types. I don't really know, but I might even do something with it. Build something.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Even Rich Benjamin Button Knight. Sean's saying I look younger because I'm still reading comments from 2018. Have you seen the movie with Vendetta? No, I thought he was going to say V for Vendetta, because V for Vendetta was about Guy Fawkes, wasn't it? It's like the new up-to-date one of like blowing Houses of Parliament up, and that's a good film. Hugo Weaving. But thank you very much. It's very nice thing to say. Have you seen the movie Vendetta with Danny Dyer? I haven't seen that. I don't think.
I think I have. Does it
Have
end
you?
with like him in a field looking at like a mansion? It all starts. It's
Oh
forest.
God,
I
it's
might
one
be
of them
mixing up
stupid
the
things.
two.
Oh God, look, one of them stupid things. Why am I highlighting that rubbish? Hang on, let's get rid. Yeah, let's block that. See, that's the thing. I go on there and I start highlighting things, and I highlight things I shouldn't be highlighting. Many Star Trek, like Star Trek, you should watch our latest Star Trek. You should watch our latest video. Good evening, James. Bold finds. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. Did you go firework watching tonight or bonfire watching?
Yeah, I thought there'd be a lot of people out tonight, to be honest.
I
Because
don't. I think the weather's so crap everywhere. I think probably a lot of it's been cancelled.
yeah,
It's
it's rain.
horrible.
My dad's
Sean,
done a mad one tonight, mate. Like he tries, bless him, man. He spends a lot of money, and he shouldn't do it because times are hard at the best of times anyway. And it's coming up to Christmas, so he should just chill out, man. But like every year that we've done something,
yeah,
he's gone above and beyond, and it's like whether that's the little food that he cooks up and puts in the hostess, or whether that's the fireworks that he buys. And look, when we buy them from supermarkets and that, no matter how much money you spend, unless you're sitting there with 10 men or 10 women or 10 people, 10
yeah,
beings, say,
yeah,
all with flamethrowers like blowtorches at the ready, so you can all do it. So you're not really going to get much of a decent display as you would get if you went somewhere and paid a little bit of money to get in.
yeah.
This
That's the
year,
only thing. If you're doing it at home, you light them one by one, don't you? So
well, I tell you
it's not.
what, he pulled out the bag this year. He did get some more other than the ones I'm about to tell you about, but he picked up five, yeah, about seven, I think, maybe five, seven. I'm sure it was more seven than it was five because it seemed like they just went on and on and on. Although they delivered in pretty quick, we got through them quick. These were from Costco, and they was all named after card games like oh God. I can't remember them. There's loads of different like card games. Kev pointed out. I don't really play cards either. I'm quite boring. But they was all named after card games. And we got through them all. And the final one was the jackpot, and it was like this big. But you're talking like 150 different things. I think one of them spent about 50 quid on one box. They were wicked, mate. They were literally, but it didn't last long. Still, you're talking 25 minutes of like, hey, oh, hey, hey, and then you threw the whole lot, not just a few of them, you threw like seven of those big boxes and then like all these other little rockets in between. So
Yeah.
much money. It's just a
Thing is,
waste.
it's like so expensive though. The money's just gone in a couple of minutes. It's like
This is what I'm
you
saying,
see.
and this is what I said to him. Just don't do it. We've not saying
Yeah,
that we don't have to do it. Just don't need to
yeah,
go
but it's
mad.
nice if he wants to do it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It
It's nice to have
is.
your own little.
Yeah, because
People just don't have their own displays anymore. People just don't do it. Like they go
mate,
to all
look,
these big
I
ones.
know.
I always used to do my own displays. I used to love it.
If you look out the garden now, or if you go up to the heath, or you go around here, or like the garden where we was in my sister's garden, as soon as I was finished, one started about 4 or 5 doors down the road, and you can literally just sit in the garden and watch loads of amazing fireworks anyway. So a lot of
Yeah,
people be doing that. Plus, there's towns and villages and that around where we are that I found out today where they banned them completely. And there's just no one in the village or the town. And obviously, this is a bit more out in the sticks. But
yeah,
still, I was like, what? They've banned them. They're like, yeah, 100% trust me, it's a thing. It's been happening for like 3 or 4 years. No one does
yeah,
them in that area. I don't know what the capacity, what the numbers of people that live in that village are, but fair play to them. If they've all agreed, you can guarantee there's one person that just wants to go out there. That'd be me if I was there. Just like a couple.
Belle's just saying that she's got that same rage. I really try not to, but hate hearing people eat.
It's
It's
one of
an
them ones
actual
where I get it.
condition.
I probably have that effect on so many different people, right? So I get that, and I'm
See you later,
mindful.
PvP.
So I have to curb it. I can't ever let it bother me, although I want to flipping just scream sometimes. Same with road rage. You've got to just appreciate that someone else, we all make mistakes, and that
Yeah,
person could have an axe, for example. I've seen people pull out axes and all sorts when I'm working in Luton. It's just like, mate,
pulling
road
out
rage, don't let
axes.
it bother you. As much as it frustrates you, just be the bigger person. And just don't let it bother you because one, it could kill you essentially. Two, it's
Yeah,
just like you don't want to be chased around the streets like my dad did. I think I told you, and he got chased around by someone
yeah.
and just threw sticking his finger up. I was like, well, Dad, what you do?
What's Boo like with fireworks? My dogs go mad.
Fine, she don't care. Mate,
Really?
she's fine. Honestly, she's a dog from heaven. She's apart from the grunting and stuff, and they are very loud, but she is golden. Like you can, she's never had, she
God.
hasn't had a lead. We don't walk her on a lead. I know some people out there with dogs are going to go, oh,
Oh, look,
shit.
I've just literally just got to people guessing the colour of his van.
Oh, nice. They were guessing. They're not ignoring me like you.
Blue.
Then
Mr. Tammy's saying blue, Becky's saying red, Santa's saying azul. I don't know what azul is.
Zoo.
James Van colour. My guess 1970s. Sean saying 1970s bathroom avocado green.
Yeah,
Is anyone having a reseller Xmas get together? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm up for trying. I'm
Yeah, I'm
up
up for trying. Definitely up for trying. A mattress disco ball. Hey Dave, great videos. Love watching your booty videos. Amanda's saying.
Yeah, I did. I watched a bit of
Met
Dave.
this
That's
lovely lady in real life last week. Tam met Becky. Let's do lunch podcast. Thanks ever so much, Rich. It's the three of us. Three of us girls: Christina Real Squirrel, Rachel Strickland, and Angie Resells. Oh, there you go. See, there you go. Welcome, ladies. Love it. I'm going to have to head off now. See you later, Gary. Put everything in store to auction. Looking like I'm not going to be able to pay the rent this month with a lack of sales. I have no idea what's going on. I, I don't know. I mean, James does his 10 a day, and he's killing it. So I think. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know other people that are listing and not selling. I'm not really listing so much, but the stuff I'm putting on now is getting bids almost straight away, which is good.
I
But
ain't
yeah,
listening,
it's been very quiet for a lot of people.
mate. I've been selling things like up until yesterday. I was selling. We've been selling quite a lot. I'm talking like it's been pretty good in that sense. Nothing that we've bought from a boot sale, nothing that we've had in a loft, nothing that we listed 3 months ago, 4 months ago, last week. Because we haven't listed. Actually, we haven't listed for a good 3, 4 weeks. To be about 3 weeks, I'd say.
Yeah,
None of this stuff. We've say we've got 80 plus in on the store or whatever on eBay. None of those things have been selling. The only thing that's been selling is gazebo sheets, right? So
all right.
picked up. Well, I didn't pick them up. So I don't know if I told you, like not that long ago, my dad's brother passed away, and unexpectedly, man, it's just one of the things. A lot of these things happening recently, which is another story. But
Yeah.
yeah, he passed over. He's the one that done the business, the building side, with my dad. And before he passed away, they picked up loads of free broken gazebos from the local council. They were chucking
All
them.
right.
His wife worked at the council at the time with the council. She's quite high up, I believe. She's retired now. Anyway, 35, 40 gazebos, all damaged, they said. But they said they could pick them up. The sheets might be worth saving or whatever. They've been sitting outside my granddad's house where my dad lives for about 2 years. Right, 2 years they've been sitting there covered with a tarpaulin. And then my dad said, look, let's just go for them, see what we can salvage. We ended up salvaging. It took us quite a long time. He spent longer on it than I did because he started without telling me. But we spent a fair while on it, working out what was what. Happened to take some bolts out of some to make good other legs and stuff. But we managed to salvage 6 gazebos, full
Yeah.
gazebo, 4 sides, roofs, and the frame. 2 3 meter, I think, and it was 2.4 meters because there's different sizes we found as well. Anyway, all these excess roofs and side panels, windows, zipper doors, all different sizes, got them into their piles, folded them all up and stuff, even though we had to then redo it because when we moved them, that's just enough. I've been folding freaking sheets for the last freaking month, man. I put them on Facebook, buy and sell, because I was also wanting to get rid of these things. There was a ton bag full of sheets and roofs and
Yeah.
stuff. Well, I took loads out to put in the van, took them on the hike, and that was part of the roof that fucking stopped us getting wet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I had about 50 plus messages. Everyone was interested in these things on Facebook. But out of all the 50 plus messages I got, one woman came round with her husband, and I was that like deflated with all the effort I put into replying to these people. I was that pissed off and deflated that I let her take 5 or 6 sheets. So she had a 2.4 roof, she
Yeah.
had 2 zipper sides, and then the rest were windows. She took extra windows for some reason. I said, you can just pick a few more. I was like, take another one. I was like, I just want them gone. I let her have all them for 15 quid. And then I said to my dad, I was like, I was going to put these on eBay. I don't know why I haven't put these on eBay.
Yeah.
So I stuck them on eBay for £5 a sheet, and they just started selling. So £5 postage, £5 a sheet, and boom, boom, boom. I'm like, what the hell? So I started looking into them. I should have really done this first.
Yeah.
Started looking into what they were worth, and for a roof, they could start from 15 quid to 30 quid. And I'm thinking that's for a replacement. You can buy a whole gazebo like we did at work. We bought 15
Yeah.
of them this year to use at the university. They
Mm.
got damaged. They got scrapped, to be fair. But you can buy a brand new one for 30 quid. It might not be the best, but you can. So when I see
Yeah.
them selling roof replacements for the make that we had, which was Airwave, I think it's something like that, I'm like, I'm just going to put them up for 15 quid for the roofs, £5 for the sheets individually, and I won't do bundle orders. But then I changed it. I was doing ×4 sheets for 20 quid plus £7 postage. No matter what I was doing, they just seemed to just keep on selling. And that's what's got us through with these, because we started to rely on that money, even though we didn't, it's not our main income, that extra money from eBay where we was doing well a few
Yeah.
months back, that
Yeah.
we've become dependent on that. So this, if it wasn't for those gazebo sheets, I reckon I've got 600 quid from those.
Nice.
Easy. I've not added it up, but I said to Sarah, I was
No.
like, if we didn't get those, we would not have nothing on eBay at the minute selling.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nice. Sean's just saying, not sure about Christmas meetup, but next summer down at Littlehampton with Rich would be nice. Yeah, definitely going to have one next year. Before it'd be good to visit before the town gets reclaimed by the sea. I don't think that'll happen, but you never know. Bye, guys. Not sure I'm going to do any to-do lives anymore. Okay, haven't decided just yet. Oh, okay. Oh, hopefully. All right, Manda. Well, say, are you still doing video? Are you still doing YouTube and videos and stuff? There you go. Look, see, James misses the lives. Yeah,
So
see,
did
my
we tell
mum's
the
saying
winners?
it's
Did
a
I get it
shame.
right? Did we tell the winners of the guess in the band colour?
I don't know. We had avocado green, blue, and
Yeah,
red. I think we had.
yeah. Red was the winner. Red was the
Was
winner,
it?
but
Was
Rich,
it?
you got two
Oh, yeah, it
points.
was
You've
red.
seen
Yeah.
photos, Rich, right? You've seen it.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You have. I know you have. That's why you guessed about the bonnet. I know it. It has got two race stripes down here, and it has
Yeah,
got the
it's
eyelash.
got like a matte black bonnet in it.
Yeah, matte black bonnet. It's got windows, so it'll be the same sort of thing as mine.
Oh, I've only hit the bottom. It's only taken me an hour and 57 minutes, but I got to the bottom in the end.
Jeez, that's right. Done it, mate. Jeez.
Jeez. I was going to say orange, Max. There you go. But
Orange
I say
UK.
orange.
No, it wasn't orange. It wasn't orange.
I
You
haven't even
like
had a
orange?
drink Pepsi yet.
Are you not drinking tonight? Is that Pepsi, did you say?
I haven't drunk alcohol for weeks now.
Oh,
No,
that's
I'm just on
brilliant,
the old
mate.
Pepsi Max. I literally, the wife said, "Oh, because my eldest stepdaughter's round and Pugsley, as I call him, or Puggo, he's round. So my dogs are going mad with him. My little dog really likes him, but they proper wind each other up. My bigger dog, she really don't like him. If he goes near her, she starts going mad. She don't like him at all.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, we got them round, and the wife went, "Oh, I've just been shopping," and the wife went, "Oh, I'll get a takeaway." I was like, "Oh, okay, fair enough." Literally woof that down, and then run down the garden, and yeah, to do the live, which was good. But yeah. So, have we got any videos coming from you in the near future? What's happening? So the
Oh, mate,
mountain one,
I did want to
hopefully.
really try and finish those DIY ones, and I've got folders. I got folders coming out of my old holes. I got I got folders coming out of my ear holes, man. But I'm not good about that. Like, just leave. At one point, I'm thinking, sorry, I'm just going to work through in order,
Yeah,
chronological, get through the folders. I couldn't do that to you lot, like, because I want to show you this mountain thing, man. I want to put that to the top because I just need to get that out there. And I'm planning with that. I will just put the raw stuff out. Obviously, I'm going to combine it all together.
yeah,
GoPro stopped working halfway up the second pinnacle across the top, and he actually captured me saying to Jack, "Look, we need your 360." And he had his 360, he weren't freaking using it. So then I strapped his GoPro 360 to my shoulder,
mm.
and we had that. But with his 360, it's got this thing where it dubs out all the background noise and it picks up voice. So
All
if no
right.
one's talking, it's pretty much silent. And I'm going to just
Yeah, yeah,
time lapse a lot of it. If I didn't time lapse, I recorded most of the journey, which is it's stupid. I shouldn't have done it. But if I hadn't have done this, I wouldn't have got as much footage as I did because I only had
Yeah.
2 hours worth of recording. Mine's a GoPro 7. It's not that great.
Yeah,
It
see,
was
I've still got my Hero 5 Black. I'm still on the GoPro 5.
Yeah, the only reason I say it's no good, Rich, it does. It's not. It's done me proud. I've took it on my holidays. The
But the
holidays.
8 wasn't the 8 the first one to come in with stabilisation.
I don't know. Mine's waterproof. It can't go live like the 8 and that can. But the 360 that Jack's got is amazing. Other than that little glitch with the audio thing that it
They
done,
just brought out a new one as well, haven't they? GoPro just brought
probably.
out another new
I'm
one.
not interested. The GoPro 360 would be cool, but for the amount of data it takes up, the storage and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking big storage on that stuff. Jack's got like a 300 and something, like the SD card. Mine's like 250. No, I think mine was actually 30.
Yeah, mine. That's the problem I had because I've got such a small memory card in my GoPro
It's my fault, yeah. I
and
should
no
have got.
spare batteries for it either. So like it just dies too. Like
That's the
you
other
fill the
thing.
card up.
You can't take the battery out of the GoPro 7, so that's the one thing that again it's. I
Ah,
suppose
yeah, that's
you can just put it in the water. It's got to all be sealed, I suppose. I don't know.
yeah,
Jacks you can put in the water. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, that started messing up halfway through. But what I've done is I've combined as much footage as I got on my GoPro. You actually see like the wind almost get into the camera. It's
yeah,
that windy and rainy. You start to lose focus on the footage, and
yeah.
then audio starts going mad.
Mm.
We're still
See,
climbing.
I've got the GoPro Hero 5 Black, and
Yeah,
even though it's waterproof, I actually bought a waterproof casing to go round it as well. Because when we went on our honeymoon to Mallorca, I made sure, even though I say it's waterproof, I made sure it's in a waterproof
I should have done
casing
that.
to
Yeah,
protect it. Because
because it
like
does. There's some
I'm
videos
just
that
got,
you want to
otherwise I
get it
get
in.
too OCD about it. I keep thinking something's going to happen to it.
No, it will. The thing is, it's only got so much stuff, so much water it can keep out, and that so much time. So everything's got a life expectancy, even technology stuff. And
Yeah,
it'll only be waterproof for a certain amount of
yeah.
time.
I
Like
never
mine.
take my phones in the water because I know some phones are waterproof, but like I'd
Yeah,
never take
mine
a
is.
phone in the water.
I don't really risk it. I don't want to risk
Nah,
it. If it gets wet, it gets wet. I have had it come up before, similar to when I used to have an Apple Watch years ago, where you get water in it and you have to sort of wait for it to dry out or something. The watch, you had to
yeah.
press this button or do this thing on the side and it released the water. But on the phone,
I suppose it's handy, like, because obviously people used to drop their phones down the bog when they weren't waterproof, and now they are waterproof. I suppose it's right for that. But once again, it's like I just wouldn't want to risk it. Dave's just plugging his latest video, so if you haven't gone and seen Dave's latest video, go and check it out. I think I just saw that Bell is 21 subs away from 200. So if you're not
nice.
subscribed to this lady, make sure you go over there and check it out. What are you on, Max, now?
I think 705 or 707 or something when I last looked, and that was probably
Is it?
like.
So we've got 41 of you in. So like if you set up 3 or 4 accounts each and we can get max up to 1,000 tonight.
No, it's you don't need to, man. The thing is, I'm not. I couldn't
Oh,
maintain the monetization. I couldn't do it, mate. I used to
mate.
like to think I could, but what's going on? I will put.
Well,
If I get
put it this way, right? I'm not on YouTube for the money. I'm on it because I love it. I enjoy it and I like
yeah,
talking
but
to
I
everyone.
do, Rich. But I
And I
wish I
like
had more time to do it. That's the
but the
thing.
thing
There's
is,
not enough hours in the day.
I didn't get a payout in August. I didn't get a payout in September. I didn't get a payout in September, October, November. No, August, September, October.
Remember,
So by the time I get paid out, it would have been 4 months, and I'll probably be lucky to get the 60 quid. It's
yeah.
not big money. So
No, but look,
if
even if
anyone's
Rich.
getting on YouTube because they want to be loaded,
No, it's not
unless
that.
you're going to do something,
But they can. There is ways
you
they can do.
can, but you've got to hit that niche. You've got to get lucky with like a
Did you
viral
see
video
actually?
or
That's something that Jack showed me today or yesterday. I can't remember what it was. When it was Mr. Beast on. It was on Halloween. That's it. Mr. Beast.
oh, he's got channels in
What he
different
was giving trick
languages.
or treaters. Did you see what he was giving trick or treaters?
Nah,
He was giving iPhones, laptops, £50 vouchers, and big things,
crazy.
man. Like
But
little
you
kids,
think the
man.
money
They
that his
knock on his
channels,
door and get given like the latest iPhone. They
yeah.
take it and like just can't believe it. Like the guy's a genius. Like
You there when I was
he's
lost.
someone that I'm not saying you
Lost
can
my
become that
home, you were
guy,
there.
but there
Now
is ways and
you
means
on
and things that
on
could
my
happen
deathbed,
in
you
order
and
to
nephew
progress you
Jinx.
into that sort of limelight quick. But I wouldn't be able to maintain it. I couldn't do that.
But the
I
thing
couldn't
is, I
do
saw
it.
something pop up on I think it was YouTube the other day, and it was a thing with Logan Paul. It might have been a reel or something, a short, and it was Logan Paul talking to Mr. Beast, and he said, "This is one of the first videos I remember," and it was Mr. Beast when he first started out, and all he was doing on his video, literally, was just saying Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul 100,000 times, and the title of the video was saying Logan Paul's name 100,000 times, and that was literally the sort of stuff he was doing. And look at him now; he's absolutely
Yeah.
killing it.
It's because he knew a lot about the algorithms before he even put his first video out. He knew that getting the traction for someone big, Logan Paul, even just saying it, is pushing that word into the algorithm, into the system, which will then like push that type of people. Mate, he's a genius. Like literally,
Oh,
there's ways, like I say, people can get on there and do it, but you've got to be.
You can, but you've got to be able to get right out your comfort zone. You've got to be up for anything, which obviously I am, but like I don't at the moment. All I'm doing is a Saturday Night Live. I'm not really getting a lot of my videos up like he used to
Consistency is the
do.
main thing. I think I do believe
100%, 100%. When I was first started doing reselling, I was getting 45, 50-minute reselling videos up every single day, and it wasn't even a struggle. I didn't even really notice it was a hard job. It was so easy to get a 45, 50-minute thing every single day. I was putting content up. It's just like it just seems like life now has just run away with me, and it's just so hard to find the time. But I am gonna start getting more stuff up. Rich, can I mention a friend's channel? Her channel is called Anti-Derivative Jill, and she does reviews and live streams about sci-fi. She's a lovely person and welcomes new folks. So what is it? It's Anti-Derivative Jill. Let me just put that up here and I'll have a look at that. Anti-Derivative
Like with
Jill.
yourself, or I'm not telling you how to do it because I could be doing exactly the same and I still don't do this, but I used to say to myself, which is bad really, even thinking about it right now, I used to say, if I had the option to go live using my mobile, I'd go live all the time. I'd edit less, which I don't want to edit less, but that's one of the things that's time consuming. I'm one of these, sometimes I work on things too long, or I work things back to front, or I don't know anything about the thing I'm about to do, so I have to learn along the journey. So it's not always the quickest. I do like to mess about with it. Some people just chop things together. This climb edit I'm going to do, I'm not messing about. There's one bit where I've zoomed in because I knew where Sarah asked to watch some videos when I got back, but I'm literally just going to lay it up, and I've laid most of it up. I've just got Jack's footage to add, or Jack's camera to add. I'm not going to mess about, but that's going to be, I don't even know if I should trim it because it's going to be over like 2.5 hours, 3 hours worth of video. But then when that's done, I'll then chop down time lapse even more. Because like I say, I did record a lot of it in time lapse just because I knew if I didn't, I wouldn't have enough footage recorded to get enough memory to get around the whole way. But time lapse on GoPro, it was that fast. I had to down speed it. So when I put it on the editing software on the laptop, I like made it minus 500 speed because it was that fast you couldn't see anything. So what's the fucking point of that one, man? They should have at least 3 settings for that.
I've just put the link in for Anti-Derivative Jill. So if you want to go and check her out, give her a sub. Jill is one of the nicest people I've ever met. She's a great lady. Well, I've got her thing there, so I've just saved it.
Oh,
and I shall have a little mooch at that.
I've already liked, subscribed. I haven't liked actually. I've subscribed. And
there you go.
299 subs, 71 videos.
Oh, she's at 301 now.
Oh yes.
So now she's at 302. I've just subscribed. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. She's at 300 should be at 302 now. So there you go. Serious note, forget YouTube, business first. Chris, definitely, and that's what James is doing. He's put business before YouTube, before Instagram, and he's killing it. He's not getting less than £100 days. He's every single day.
Good. That's good.
It is good, and I need to start. But I listed yesterday. I've listed today, so I am getting back there. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, I'll have daily sales, which will be good. My friend thinks he is smart. He told me an onion is the only food that makes you cry, so I threw a coconut at his nose. But I'm Porky, like it.
Hey Rich, just on the selling note, I didn't ever do this before. I used to think it was another one of these scams that these big corporations try to get you to buy into, like
Yeah,
promote
yeah.
on eBay. I'm thinking now I've done this on Facebook and it's never worked. Promoting ads and stuff, and was looking for workers, staff members. It went out to thousands of people, nothing come back. So I thought it's one of them things. But then everyone on the chat a few months back, I can't remember exactly who it was, but I think it might have been Talon Bell,
Eye
Tom,
patch.
saying about promoting, or no, it wasn't. It was Steve. Oh, shit. From
Promoting what? Your channel?
no, promoting the eBay stuff.
Oh yeah, I do
Promoting.
promote. I do promote.
Well, I've started. I did say. I think that may have. I don't do the gazebos, but I did sell a few things prior, like to the gazebo sales, and I think that was
Not
down by
Jilly.
which
I
I think is
think it
pretty
does.
good.
I think it does help, but because a lot of my stuff does sell. But then I've been doing promoted, but then I've also been doing like putting out coupons, 20% coupons, twenty
See,
five
I
percent
never done that.
coupons.
I don't know how to do that.
So you get the price of the coupon come off, then you get the price of the promoted come off as well. Like, and it adds up, but like it does get
Yeah, I
sales. It does
mean,
definitely work.
I don't want to lose any more money. I'll
It
try and
is a
make
good
sure.
thing to do. I say I still go on and I still go edit, bulk edit, and then just resubmit all the things and just refresh all your listings by just resubmitting um, them
Yeah, but
all.
that's where you're going. I think it's best to. I've heard people say it before, and I think it makes sense. We sell similar rather than just keep relisting. Make a habit, just going through and just a bit more effort. Just set it.
I do. I go through every now and again. I drop the
Yeah,
prices. I went and dropped the prices on all the listings the other week. I've ended 20 odd listings today because they're sealed, brand new sealed DVDs, but like they've got no watchers, no views. There's no point in them even being on there. So I've had a bit of a clear up on there. I say I've listed a
yeah, but you
few.
might want to leave that though, only because it's coming up to Christmas, isn't it? And them things like I've had this little army soldier and I got it from the boot sale from Andy's store, £1, come in a little red box, and it's a little army soldier. It's about 2 inches tall, it's tiny, it's not big at all. And
Yeah,
it's 6, 7 months we've had that on there for 6, 7 months easy. That sold for like £9 something the other day. And that is most of that was postage. But I've made a point in most of the descriptions, anything that's been listed recently, I've actually
yeah,
put a little blurb and said, look, you might think my postage is overpriced, and I
yeah,
agree, it's higher than most on eBay, but I value my time. Yeah, I put a
mm,
lot of, but I don't. I do and I don't, depending on what it is. When I send this Charlie Chaplin puppet, I'm going to wrap
yeah,
that with hair. Do you know what I mean? The other
yeah,
stuff, I'll pretty much get it done when I buy it and then just get it ready. But
mm,
I charge if it's something that I know, even if it's only going to cost me £2.60, I'm charging either £5.50 or £7.50 for postage standard, and I'm still getting rid of shit. Like so,
that's
if I
good.
put it in the description, even if they know that it's only going to be maximum £4 or £5 to send that, and I'm going to
Mm.
make an extra £2.50,
Yeah,
I've
but
put
you
it in
got
the
to take. But a lot of people don't take the packing into consideration and all that. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
time,
I
mate.
sort of charge.
Time, fuel, money. It's everything, mate. We're living in a
Yeah,
world now where cost
yeah,
of living is going to start breaking families, killing
yeah,
people. Literally,
yeah.
it's not even
My daughter's
untrue.
telling me off, saying, "I've told you, cut yourself some slack. We've all been through a lot. Things will sort themselves out." Very true,
It
Jade.
will,
I know.
mate. I'll tell you what, Rich, if you want me to get your ball rolling, I'll send you up a few of these gazebo roofs because I thought I only had zipper doors left. I found in the bottom of the ton bag in the alley, I found about 3, 4 more roofs. So I'll send you half of whatever I've got in that thingy. I'll send it free of cost. List them on there. That'll get the ball rolling because if you ain't selling them roofs and I'm selling as many as I have, there's something wrong with your account, mate. You need to start.
Yeah, yeah. I sell similar, change price and adjust title, even if it's just
Yeah,
switching a
switching
word
around
or
and stuff.
promote after 1 month. It does work. Definitely, definitely
Is it
works.
who's it that's I need to ask actually because I was thinking about it the other day because I ain't had no luck. The only Disney things I bought a load of Dalmatians not that long ago, pound a
Mm,
bag. An old couple was selling them at the booty, and I ended up buying 4 bags for £3. She let me have the fourth one for free, and there's about 27, 25, 27. From research, they appear to be McDonald's toys, and this is just an eye opener to how much more quality and time went into making McDonald's toys back in the day. These had weight to them. There was Dalmatians,
Yeah,
101 Dalmatians on like a, one of them was on a football that was like a paperweight, and it was
yeah,
like a wee ball, a wobble, whatever you call it. And
yeah,
then some of them were wicked. And then Credit de Ville sold for like 12 quid on her own. But I just
yeah,
put it up. I think I started with about 5 quid just for the lot, and I put it on auction. I don't think it went for a lot, but that is the only thing. I think I made about 6 quid, 7 quid in total because I made some on the postage. But out of all the Disney stuff that I've had and listed, that is the only thing Disney related that I've sold. And
yeah,
I know there's someone in the chat that loves Mickey, Minnie, and all that stuff. If you want to drop
yeah.
lot,
I think it's Bell
oh
that
Bell,
likes.
no,
You
it's
got
not
Bell.
Bell. I think it's
They like
Mickey.
Disney. Who else? There's someone else. Oh, I know Phil Higginson's. He's got like loads of Disney plush, Minis and Mickeys. Just
I've
want to
got
say
some
good evening to Freya. Hi, Freya. Good to see you. New name in the channel. Welcome, welcome. I'm sure everyone will say hello to you in a sec. James, we are so much more into clothing lately. Clothing's nice because it's just easy, you know, and you
Ah,
get and
yeah,
it's bread and butter.
yeah. It's not my thing though. I'm not
No,
interested. I don't know. If you
I'm
think
not
something
overjoyed by it.
I
If I the only clothing I sell is like men's dress shirts. I don't really sell
yeah, I see you sell a lot of them actually.
any other than that. What's going on tonight, fellas? Just a little chin wag as we usually do. We get together, everyone has a
Talking
chat,
shit,
nice
mate. That's
chat.
basically
We,
about it. We're
we
just
give
getting moaned at for not reading the
Yeah,
comments.
get moaned at. We we give shout outs and promote
Well,
channels
actually,
and stuff
Freya,
like that.
you also just missed that. If you was here 35, 45 minutes ago, Rich just gave out the latest iPhone to two of the people in the chat because all you got to do is turn up every Saturday Night
No,
Live
yeah,
and you can be
I
in the
definitely
shop.
don't give away the latest iPhones. Found a cracking store 20 minutes drive away. Most clothes are 99p. I've been buying a lot. Well, I found out that one of my charity shops that used to drop the price of their clothes, like the dress shirts, I used to buy for 2 quid each. And I said to them, when are you dropping the prices again? And she said, we don't anymore. We send it to our like £1 shop. And the
Yeah,
£1 shop that they go to, that all the scope shops send their stuff to, is like 20-25 minutes away from me. So I'm going to take a trip up there this week and have a look up there and hopefully get some bargains. Yep, I had 4 more minis this week. Phil's saying, there you go. Phil has loads of them. He's got a flat full of them. Sell quality at a decent price, definitely.
yeah.
Great.
If
Hi,
you've got
everyone's
it,
saying hi to
if you've
Freya,
got
which is nice.
it.
Max and Rich having a good old chin wag. Yep, definitely. We haven't had a catch up for a while. He's been climbing mountains.
Well, I think
Clothing,
I was see to live and tell another tale. You know what I mean? I just couldn't resist.
yeah, well, exactly.
When you get
Uh,
opportunity to eat, you got to eat. When you get opportunity to talk to Rich, you got to take it. You know what I mean?
well, you know, that's it. Only clothing I sell are concert t-shirts. Yeah, but they're the good ones. You know, you buy the old band, the old Black Sabbath and AC/DC t-shirts, original vintage shirts. They're worth big money.
Oh
Worth
yeah, I've
big
only started
money.
actually thinking of clothing. That Adidas coat. Do you remember? Did you see it on that
Yeah,
video? Yeah,
yeah.
that was found in a bundle of old clothes and mixed new clothes from like way back, and they
It
stunk
depends what sort
like.
of clothes. You know, a lot of people sell the bread and butter stuff. Like I say, I'll do the dress shirts and jeans cheap enough. I get them, you know, and then you've got the luxury pickers that only go out and find all the top designer stuff, and they know
Yeah,
that
I know it's in there,
they
but
know
it's
what's
more
real,
money
they
as
know
well, isn't
what's
it?
fake, and they make a killing from it. Chatty Pete,
Yeah,
he's always picking
yeah.
decent stuff up. Chatty
Is
Pete
it
and Lola.
Jamie as well? Is it Retro Jamie? Is he
Retro Jamie, yeah. But
place?
say, you know, Chaddy, Pete, and Lola, they just get some amazing stuff. You
Yeah.
know, I think they bought, was that coat that they paid?
But
They didn't pay a lot.
if it was
Sold it
my
for
job,
600.
I'd be willing to spend a lot more money on the outlay and stuff. I buy stuff sometimes just to use, knowing I'm going to sell it or whatever, or have my little bit with it, and it's gone, or it's stuff that
Yeah,
you've already had. But if it was my bread and butter and it's what I needed to do to pay the bills and all the rest of it,
yeah.
I'd venture out into it. But you have got to be willing to spend a bit more. Not in every shop. If you've got a shop that's selling clothes for 99p and
But
you find a
they've
couple of
all gone up so much now. You got no choice
yeah,
but to spend more money.
15 quid a jacket, sometimes 25, 35. I've got a couple of jackets I looked at in the charity shop in town. It was like one of them was 75 quid. I can't remember what it was. And I
Yeah.
don't even think it was real. It was like it's oh man. It was no, it wasn't as high as 75, I'm lying, but it was definitely over like 25, 30 quid. And I can remember that as a denim jacket.
Sean's
And it's
Jules, anything and everything's just said, yeah, finished with eBay fees. We're getting crazy. And import tax. So I sell cameras on Depop and they fly out, and my daughter's gone. Do they go in a flash, Sean?
Yeah, sure, good.
Everyone's on it tonight. Everyone's on it. If I knew nothing, then I would be selling clothes. It is possible, even with charity shop prices, to make a living. I mean, I buy and sell anything and everything. I've been to Ford Car Boot and seen people selling film props at Ford Car Boot. That's why I like going to Denham. Denham's up by Pinewood Studios, because you go up there and there's people selling film props around the car boot. It's crazy. I'd sell anything and everything. That's good. So many in our area exclusive to men's clothing. It's sort of James moved away from. I mean, he was first into like gaming consoles and gaming and that. Then he went into clothing. Then he sort of moved out of clothing. Now he's gone back to doing anything and everything again. So, and he's like I say, he's smashing it. Clothing,
There's,
shoes, and toys.
there's benefits to tunneling and aiming and going into sort of one niche, obviously, especially on like Depop and that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna, I don't do it, but I've seen that if you do, just sell one thing in particular. It was on it might have been George Ross's thing when he done that live with someone. Can't remember his name, and he was gone. He'd smashed like two. I think it was Depop accounts. Done
I know
YouTube.
that he went. The only lives I remember him doing is Chatty Pete.
It weren't Chatty Pete one. It was
No, there was
someone.
another guy, wasn't there? There was another guy done it with. And I know
Yeah,
he done it live with Nick Hills.
weren't that one. Yeah, I
Clothing,
see.
watches, and vintage breakables are what we sell
But
best.
yeah,
Nice.
he said it as well, and it does make sense. Channeling on one thing, you're going to sell more. If he's selling these, just selling cameras, and they're flying out, like that's probably why, because it is solely cameras. If you started selling cameras, radios, whiskey,
Yeah.
whatever it is, bottles, empty, I don't know, it's just random
Well,
stuff.
James Bold Finds. He's just done a big deal with Neil and Jam Resellers. He went down. They're down near me, and he went and bought a load of gaming consoles and games and stuff and controllers, and but he's also bought a load of other stuff from them as well. So like he's got a nice lot of stuff that he's bought from them. So he's been sorting that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
I
some
think it's good to
decent
have
stuff.
options, man. I've looked at some of the stuff we've sold, and it's like the variety is just
Well,
mental. So,
I think he's got about 100 cameras as well that he bought off of them as well. So um, yeah, he's just putting his videos out now. But he showed all the gaming stuff that he bought, and he sold a load of it already as soon as it was listed. Trouble is getting them at a decent price. 3 years ago, I could get them for like $4 at a charity shop, and now got a new manager, and prices now $10 to $15. Prices have gone up for everyone, I think. But
Sean's put a
yeah,
tip
it's
out there. I just see it. I know you're not at that point yet, but Sean's just put like a little tip.
that
Yeah, did you see that?
is to add packed weight and packed boxes, packed box size to your eBay listings. It's a feature 3 months old, and it has massively increased my
GSP.
GSP sales. Yeah, that's a good idea. Add packed weight and packed, because it's so easy to do, isn't it? If you've got something on there, just it doesn't take 5 minutes to pack it up and just get a rough idea. That's a good tip, that. And I'll start doing live talking while I'm out picking stuff up. Bell's idea. Hopefully, it comes across okay. It definitely. A
Some
lot
people
of
will
people
think
do
you're
the
crazy,
voiceovers.
but do you know what, Tam? Right? I'd say hello to people. I'm quite a sociable person. If I'm standing in the queue, you're there. I'm lucky, mate. I'm probably talking to you. Male, female, gender fluid, whatever you are, some alien, it doesn't matter. If you're in the queue with me, I'm talking, right? If you don't like it, but nowadays, we would do say good morning. People think you're mental. So just yeah, I'd love to have the confidence to do it whilst I'm looking, but I'm
Mm,
talking normally anyway. And again, I don't really. Yeah, I'm not that guy. I ain't really got much confidence on the camera when I'm out and about. Some
yeah.
people have, but not at all. It's a
I
big thing.
don't actually remember having a Twisted Soul shirt, but like I don't know. Well, it depends what price it is, really. I think any decent shirt, if it looks smart, it feels quality, and it's a decent price. If it's cheap enough, buy it. You
Mm.
know, I've bought I've bought many shirts, like different ones. Paul and Shark is supposed to be a really good make of dress shirt. I've got one. I've had it ages. I picked it up cheap enough, but like I've had no really good interest on it. Orvis shirts I've got. I've picked up obviously your Ben Shermans and
See those.
your Ralph Lauren's.
What about Lambretta and stuff like that? Are they any good? Like the old
Do
Lambretta
you know
ones?
what? I keep seeing the Lambretta shirts, and I haven't actually bought any yet. But I
Yeah, I
would
don't
think
know.
they're a good brand to buy because, like, obviously you've got all the scooterists, haven't you?
Yeah,
Especially down my way. I'm sort of 25 minutes from Brighton, so for me, like,
they might
Lambretta shirts. I keep seeing them. I haven't picked any up yet though. Um,
into that. Might be right.
Actually, saying a couple of resellers. What my games room one said for I sell ever sell.
It's
It'll be
patch.
interested. My answer was no chance. Is that the one Sean gave you? Oh no, the shirt that Sean gave me was, well, he didn't give it to me. He's give it to me to list. Was the Get Carter Michael Caine shirt? Still got that one. Do you or Max have any nice watches for sale? I'm selling one for a mate of mine. He gave me a brand spanking new Hugo Boss black and orange watch. I've got it on eBay. But he gave me that. He bought it about 2.5, 3 years ago for 200 quid. Never wore it. Chucked it in the drawer out the box. So the back, you can see it's so clean, but the back of the casing under the strap, it's obviously hit something and it's got scratches on the back of the case. But it's a brand new watch and it's on. I think I've got it on listed for 70 quid. It's a brand new Hugo Boss black and orange watch. Really nice. I'm half tempted to just say, oh, I'll give you half of what it's worth and I'll buy it for myself because it's a really nice watch. But job as a postman, no dice, soul destroying. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be a postman.
I've only just started wearing my watch again.
My stepbrother works for Royal Mail. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose it's nice in the summer if you've got around and all that, but there's a section for it in the listing page. If you don't know, I use small parcel size or average medium parcel. The weights that matter are 1 to 2 kilos and 2 to 5. It drops the GSP quote by a third on average. Nice, yeah, because they all
That's
worry
my
about
average weight as well.
they do worry about that on GSP, like when they're getting quoted because they
Hey,
absolutely rip them off.
why when you list books and that? What am I missing? I ain't really looked into it, but I've noticed that when you list books, some books or maybe all books, I've only listed a few books. They don't offer the GSP global shipping option. Why is that?
Don't know.
Is it because is it maybe one of the said Sarah? It could be because one of the features or the things that we've added. I can't even think of the name. It's called specifications or whatever.
Yeah,
Maybe one of them is clicked in on a certain tab or a certain category that
yeah,
stops it from being sent. Maybe I don't know, but some guy's messaged me a few times. I think he's out in the States, and he said, "I want this book," and it's not even ours. We said we'd list it for Sarah's sister. When I done that live at that boot sale not that long ago, the young girl that was with Mia,
see you later, James.
my
Sarah.
niece, she bought some stuff from their house, and there was just some stuff. I said, "You're not selling it that at a boot sale. Like you'd get so much more on eBay." And so they said, "Let's take whatever you want back." So I
Yeah,
just bundled about 5 items that she was selling, listed them, and yeah, every single one of them sold, apart from these 2 books, 4
nice.
books that were listed. But this one guy from America is asking, he's like, "Look, it won't offer shipping to where I am for some reason. You've not
Yeah,
got it on." But I've looked into it, and it's on all the books that I've listed. So I'm
yeah,
doing something that's stopping them from offering. What is that? I don't get it.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's quite easy to work out weights and packaging size if because you're not, it's not like you're going to stick a book in like a 2 foot by 2 foot box. So it can't. It's say if it cuts down the quotes that the people get that are buying stuff GSP, then obviously, yeah, the GSP sales will go up. Although I've seen something this week saying that they're doing away with GSP and they're bringing in a new international service. Has anybody else heard about that? eBay, they sent a message out. They sent I think it was an email, or I don't know.
Careful
Yeah, I
putting
think
this
it was an
down.
email saying that GSP, they're getting rid of GSP and they've got a new international service starting up. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
I just wait for you lot to tell me the updates, mate. I learn as I go.
James, look, James is still here yet, look, and he didn't pop on.
James,
Always hit or miss.
he's
I've
in the
just been
van, isn't he?
sleeping in the van with the girls. There you go. So he's been out. He don't want to sleep in his house no more. He wants to sleep in the van.
I do regret not getting the van when my kids were the ages of James's. Holly.
Yeah.
That's one regret.
And the thing is, he doesn't live too far from like the Lake District, so he's got some lovely places he can go and park up. You know.
I remember even that aside, there's places that you can go to. There's little campsites or little rivers that you can pull up to that are not actual places to go and stay. Scotland, I think it's a lot more lenient, isn't it? So where we're going,
Yeah, he goes to Scotland as well, so that'd be nice for him. He can travel about wherever he wants
you're allowed
now.
to just park up anywhere in
Yeah,
Wales.
yeah.
We got off that bloody walk and we come down and there's a ticket on the van. I'm like, no.
Oh no.
So they're not as lenient in Wales, but yeah,
Yeah.
you can just pull up anywhere. What I've even taken Mason basketball practice and that. I just sit in the car park now. Now that I've got it to a level, because it's taken
Yeah.
me a long time. I've done it all with the help of my dad and my younger brother.
Yeah, because you've converted it completely just from a van, haven't you, into a camper?
It was half done, if you like, when we got it. Like the geezer had made some sort of L-shaped wooden bed that you could put another bit of wood next to it by lifting up that hatch, pulling them bits of wood out, putting that on there.
Yeah.
It was just makeshift. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
always
yeah.
knew I was going to rip it all out, start from scratch, use my mum's old dining table. We've done the epoxy resin and got creative from that. It's nothing like you'd see on a generic van. Some people say it's not that great. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I've tried to do it. It will suit all options, whether it's older, younger, families, or whatever. I've done the bed extra long, got that made. That's the only thing I've had to sort of pay someone to weld and make is the free rock and roll beds,
Yeah.
rather than having one bed like most people have that will just come out. I thought, nah, man, I like the U-shaped sofa, but if you have the U-shaped sofa that's
Yeah.
static, you have to always do what matey done before, pop wood out to put in, and then lay a thing on top to then create a bed. I want it to be
Yeah,
convenient.
it's a lot of farting about, isn't it?
So what you do now, you can each car seat, which has got belts in the back as well. You can just pull the bottom, and it will go out into a single bed. So if you want the two edges out, you create like a U, and you could, if you want. I might put a table in the middle eventually, where I can just screw it up and down. But then if you put all three out, you've got almost like a king size bed. Like for Jack, he's 6 foot almost, or maybe
Yeah.
higher, maybe taller. He still fits on it, and although it takes up a lot more room, it's like,
Yeah.
what do you want it for? You want it to be comfortable when you sleep, right? That's fine then. So
Yeah.
you don't necessarily need the units either side. So I thought, scrap that. We'll just have
Yeah.
a dog leg of a dining table, cut like a. We messed up proper a few times. So the table got shorter and shorter. I salvaged a couple of old kitchen cupboards from a job that my dad was doing. Painted them up, stripped them back. Sorry, painted them up. So everything's sort of been remade or recycled. But there's mistakes, man, along the way. I could look at it and go to right, we've that up, that up, but it still looks good. And it's still
no.
what it
And the
needs to
thing is,
be.
thing is, with a van, you personalise it. You get it how you want it. Do you have any GoPro style car boot videos of you sourcing stock, which would like to see how you do your deals? I have got some car boot sales. To be honest with you, most of my car boot sales are me buying stuff. I don't tend to end up buying a lot of stuff when I'm videoing, but there is one of me and my brother at Denham car boot sale up near Pinewood. It was October, I think, 2020.
I think that might be the first video I ever see of yours.
Yeah, well, that was the last car boot that me and my brother went to before he passed away. Yeah, I think it was October. If you go back, it's about October 21. So it's probably 20. It'd be 20 because it'll be 2020 October. So it'd be 2 years ago. If you go back and watch my videos roughly 2 years ago, you should be able to find it. We've got Itchy cracking. How you doing? Good to see you again. Just got back from watching the fireworks. Glad the rain kept off. Everyone's saying hello. Going to head off. Becky says good night, Becky. Yeah, well, I think we're going to finish up now, guys. Thank you for staying with us.
Mate. I said I weren't coming on for long. He's like
I know. You don't want to see those vids, buddy. It's like one of those London gangster movies with Rich holding them by the throat until he gets the price he wants. It's like Bob Hoskins goes booting. And I think on that one, we'll leave it there. But thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much if you stuck around for the 2.5 hours. Appreciate it.
Jeez, we can't be
Yeah,
anyone left. There's still
yeah,
37 plus.
yeah. So
Fair play.
yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, so I hope if you've been out and you've seen fireworks, you've enjoyed them, you've stayed indoors and watched this, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, if you're not subscribed, please do hit that subscribe bell. And yeah, stick around. It's not always just us here chatting like this. Well, we are
No, it
always
is.
chatting.
It
We
is.
are always chatting like
He's
this, but
lying.
sometimes you'll get the odd video of me doing something crazy. Yeah, but thank you. Everybody's saying good night there to us both, and everyone's saying hello. So goodbye to everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Same time next week, and yeah, we'll see what we've got to talk about next week. But other than that, have a good week. Make loads of money and stay safe, and we'll see you soon. See you later. All right.